less skewed than that last match, Launders. That was 7-1 for Vitality. This is like,
what could happen,
you know,
next?
1-5 now. And you know why? Because everybody's been watching this week and crazy things have happened.
And yeah, they can still continue. Absolutely. We know with FURIA, I mean, I feel like they're kind of in the same, almost the same camp. Like, I wouldn't have expected Vitality to actually lose that game. You know, Spirit barely picked theirs up. Falcons, I wouldn't have expected. But FURIA, I feel like in the same camp of Spirit, where you just have no idea. They could like totally fail to kick off. They could take like a week or a couple weeks to warm up into things. It's obviously not just the last dance, it's the final last dance here for Fallen.
The last dance. The final season of Fallen's playing career.
The super end last dance, 100%.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, and if you cancel it, no one will care. It'd be fine.
They lose Molodoi at the start of the round, but they also just shift right into the bomb plant. FURIA have got that going for them at least, but they're not able to stop Max Core from getting into the long A control. There's now very much kind of a splinter under the skin of FURIA. And Yuri waiting for the camera peeks, got 3 players in front of him, awkward position. We got damage here, but it's really just all 5 bodies still for DENDELE pushing forward. And Yakindar's nowhere to be found.
They gotta do 10-second stick, but they can get it.
They could stick it an additional 10 seconds if they want to. Yakindar's just gonna let this one fizzle out and FURIA lose the pistol. So they put the money in the back pocket, but they don't put the round in the bag.
It's a really tricky spot from where Yakindar is to have impact. You have to peek, and there can be so many angles beneath you where someone could be standing. And he kept trying to find information, but I'm not surprised someone snuck by and eventually put himself in a spot where now he couldn't even be part of that post plant. So it really did come down to his teammates within the site. They couldn't put up. And DENDELE picked FURIA because they're Brazilian. It was in the draft show, I think.
Yep.
They were like, it was kind of a no-brainer for them. They wanted the Brazilian Derby. And they've got that. And now they've got a round. Cologne finals out of FURIA. And they really didn't stand a chance in that final. That's for sure. Yeah. But making it there already was pretty impressive. They did have that easier side of the bracket, but still, they got the job done.
Yep. And they looked rock solid from the very start of the tournament. That was one of those parts of the conversation where it was like, we were kind of waiting to see if maybe they would have to power up, but they really didn't. It was, once that event started, FURIA looking like contenders. Forced by putting the bomb down, but Doc is done for. Quick trade out of Molodoi down into the E-box. And yeah, what's left of DENDELE is just going to have to tiptoe away for the save here. Oppin and MP9 kept, but FURIA rebound instantly with the force.
I can't wait to see the B-Tramps FURIA stats pop up like the Vitality ones.
Yeah, sure.
Into the potential upset if it happens. Because at this point now, an upset is more likely than not.
It feels that way.
It's not even technically an upset.
I mean, we were mere rounds away from having no Vitality, no Falcons, and no Spirit.
Yes. We were one. No, they had a match point. We were 1 round away.
Yep, 1 round away. And I'm just going to add, we're not even in the 2nd round of games yet.
Yeah, it's the first round of games. The draft show is right after this.
Literally opening matches, and 2 of the tournament favorites have been eliminated. So make it that what you will. But DENDELE don't have a JT, so let's see how they make it happen.
Only one of those.
If they can.
But FURIA do have a JT. Fallen great with flashes.
Okay.
That's a big thing.
Sure.
In fact, Fallen is the GOAT of flashes. He's always got the highest time flash for his opponents. Like throughout his career, that's been a huge number for him. Apex also right up there, but more recently.
Yeah, he's kind of found pride in saying how good his util is. Vitality's success. Yakindar toying with MaxCore, who's, wow, finds the headshot there. That's nasty. And so trying to rebound right back themselves. DENDELE, man advantage taken away from them by Fallen. There's a pause there on the column. MaxCore finally overwhelmed as Yuri gets another headshot in the middle of that. Doc's MP9, though, not going to surpass that final line. And so DENDELE, they bounce back. To hell with Furia's force buy. We're going back and forth for the first 3 rounds of play.
And there will be another buy after that. It's a 1v1 with an MP9 at the end. Yeah, it gets upgraded, and actually, it would have been the op saved for MaxCore, which is kind of huge.
What a headshot.
Yeah, good op to save. Massive round out of him.
Really did everything he could. I mean, by the time he dies, it's only because that op is on cycle.
And that had to be a saved op, I guess, so it's kind of crazy, because DENDELE bought that in the second round.
Yep.
Luckily, they saved it, turned it into a 3K. He's got that op again. It's persisting. Could definitely make the difference. Oops. Okay, still kind of works.
To have you fall back. Oh, nice shooting, Doc. Lays down lead for the quad kill. Every member of Furia steps into their deaths.
It's the guy who put up the clutch last round, by the way.
Up to 7-1 off that quadruple mowdown right on the edge of the smoke. Furia were thinking they could just somehow bully their way into this A site. Doc's got other ideas, and he's also got bodies behind him to just finish this one off. Yuri on the attack is going to be clipped by MaxCore, and so 3-1 DENDELE back in control of the situation off the mowdown.
What if it's just Spirit by 1 round?
Oh, man.
Oh, boy. Exhilarating. And Spirit all the way to the win just genuinely felt like they hadn't figured it out yet. Damn. Already a knife in the back to kick off. Luckily, there's only Glocks.
Maladoy gets dunked on. Glock slimping into this one, met by more nades. 3 frag grenade kills in 1 round. And also 3 separate frag grenades. When's the last time you've seen that? B-Trams. Yeah, if you can find me that stat.
He probably has that one without looking it up.
No way he has that stat. The last time 3 different players got a nade kill, 3 separate frag grenades. 3 separate players.
This would not be worth looking up.
I almost want to say it hasn't happened ever.
Oh, now you got to look it up because
that's never happened before.
What a statement. That is what he loves doing, though, finding stats like that that don't matter. Just
in
esoteric tidbits. Oh, he got it already.
No way. Okay. You actually scared me. Gafolo is the only DENDELE player to have ever played a map against Furia. And he lost. 2022 has been coming up a lot this evening.
It's kind of a cool year, I guess.
You were 32 in 2022.
Yeah.
I'm 32 now. I got stats.
B-Tram's got this guy on numbers right now. That's all he's thinking about.
B-Trams, what's up?
Get this man an abacus.
Abacus cadabricus. Let's see some more magic, DENDELE. You got Furia back on a bye, but you don't have the op for Maladoy. You do have a lot of mid-control, though, for Furia. They're just tiptoeing their way closer to camera, uncontested. Doc and MaxCore meant to be the first line of defense, but it's FURIA slipping the net in with the entry. Fallen doubles down, tries to go one step further into the MaxCore storage push. Him and the MP9 sent into this, but it is already FURIA with a bomb down in a 4v2 post plant, so that mid control really pays off for FURIA this time.
If there's someone who would have reverence for a game like this, Yukinder had rewatched that 100 Thieves game and the big upset, and he watched it back carefully, and he was genuinely very impressed by 100 Thieves. But he's somebody who I think won't be sort of shocked by their opening game. If he's rewatching matches that are happening before he even plays his first round at the beginning of the season, I think he's in the right mental space to capture a moment like this. But the game won't be won alone, of course.
Oh, I forgot that in online games we get the classic two-headed giant.
No matter what.
The Sid Fallen Wombo combo.
Yeah, Sid always young thug behind Fallen.
Just glued to Fallen's screen, living vicariously through him. That's a 50-90.
You sure?
Yeah, man. You see the size of that thing? I feel like we could send that to Mars.
Yeah, without graphics card, you could fit a PC in a Matchbox, honestly.
I don't know, man. Where am I going to fit all my RGB fans?
You have fans?
Oh. Bro, my mom's watching. Every day. That's not true. She's busy.
Yuri's going no glasses too? Brain's going no glasses.
Actually, I told my mom, I said, Mom, I'm going to head out to work. Okay, I'll see you in a couple of weeks. She said, oh, where are you going? I said, Copenhagen.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, well, send me the link. I'll watch. And I said, well, actually, the first week it's online. And she said, oh, never mind then.
Well, she's really missed out. Can we just say that much? Is she a Liquid fan?
I don't. She actually just likes watching Apex lose.
Okay, she really missed out.
She did miss out. She did miss out tonight. Joke's on you. She doesn't like that he yells at his teammates. I said, Mom, it's
very fair.
Grand Slam, though.
Yeah. That's awesome. Moms.
3 players front-facing B setup here. DENDELE testing the edge of that smoke and coming out on top with the first one. Gafolo, yeah, it's a multi-kill as he lays down lead to Molodoy. Fallen really trying to get through this. And he will puncture through, but again, that third piece that they don't know about. MaxCore's yet to shoot this op. Fallen hits the pause button. Op shot misses. No, twice. Oh, Caserado far removed, gets the kill on RDN, and MaxCore whips it back around. Fallen has gone through Temple and is running to A, but then pauses and has second thoughts.
Yeah, he's totally changed up. But it's being watched pretty well. Oh, what a kill.
No way.
I mean, and Fallen knows that his teammate was probably halfway to the other site, so he's trying to double mine. We're 4D underwater, upside down. Interdimensional chess here from Fallen. He's called him on his rotate twice. He does have the open sight to put the bomb down, but can he complete this round on 19 HP?
So much time as well.
Oh, he's not believing it. The walkback is starting to take place.
Yep. MaxCore already cutting that distance in half. He understands this is going to be the A site. And as Fallen returns to the bomb site, he doesn't have much time to spare, so plants here exposed. MaxCore could even catch him as he comes up off the plant, but no. Fallen, yeah, not expecting MaxCore to be that close. That's crazy that...
You expected he had that much time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You thought he might be A main, so you take it down to 5 seconds, but then you think you've got time to get into heaven? Nah. MaxCore is already breathing down your neck.
He is kind of the main character, though.
True. Hey, he almost pulled it off.
Really worked out. Yeah.
But it's another round for DENDELE as they go up 5-2.
I'm thinking maybe in his head he was thinking, oh, this is just a very far back play out of A main, and that he just didn't push. I think MaxCourt did make the less likely rotation, at least in through camera.
You know, I'm looking at all the teams that have progressed to the second stage of Bounty, and I'm left wondering, could FaZe Clan win this event?
Yep. I think...
Ain't that something?
We'll see about this result. I think this would be a huge, because the bracket, like at least maybe one side of the bracket, you know?
Wild Card, FaZe, G2, Hotu, 100 Thieves, Focus, Foot, Pain, Spirit, 3D Max, Mongols, Liquid, DENDELE, or FURIA. One of those teams will win this event.
It's crazy that Jorko and Focus made it through.
Right. It's crazy how many of the big orgs actually got eliminated.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they should have made roster moves.
No Falcons, no Aurora, no Sinners, no Gentlemates, no Magic, no Heroic, no Vitality. I mean, there's a lot of names there from the last season of this year that you would have thought, oh, win this opening matchup. You know, I think like the big upsets are obviously the Falcons Vitality result, and those two are going to kind of catch your attention. But I would say even just the middle of the pack, you know, those guys, we lost Gamer Legion. Oh no. You know, the real
casualties.
The real tragedy is that we lost the Eyeballers.
Yeah.
But we gained FaZe, so it's like it's win-win, lose-lose.
Yep, that's a tough one.
That's a tough one. I hate
we lost all the Swedes, right? Because we lost Alliance.
Yeah, we did. I hate that they love playing each other.
Still have Brolin.
We got Brolin.
Wait, no.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't. We lost
no,
Brolin.
We didn't. Brolin's not on Mouse anymore.
How many Swedes we got?
How many Swedes are left? I'll take a look.
Adam B. Nope, lost him.
Yep.
Sus. Heroic.
Yep.
Nope.
Gone.
Gone. Oh my gosh.
No Swedes on Foot.
Lost all the Swedes. Any Swedes on Wildcard?
There's Swedes on Focus.
Oh, okay. Damn, there's
CTR,
actually Swedes everywhere.
CTR and Jocab.
Okay, now I'd like to know how many teams have a Swede on them. That's actually kind of crazy. Maybe they really are coming back.
Swede on 100 Thieves.
Boy. Yeah.
In fact, 100 Thieves is very Scandinavian.
Oh, definitely. It was just Gizmy came through like, what language you guys speak?
2 Danes, a Norwegian, and a Swede. That's almost all the Scandinavias. I think.
What's G2 working with?
G2?
What kind of nationalities we got going on?
G2. Slovakian, Israeli, Bosnia and Herzegovina, and Wrinkle, the Ukrainian. Wrinkle's on G2, by the way. Still can't process that one.
Finnish coach, yeah.
And a Finnish coach. That's a freaky mixture. G2 got weird. But I'm cheering for him.
That's a sauna final boss.
No, sauna final bosses are old naked German men. I just spent 3 weeks in Cologne.
Shout out to free body culture.
All right.
We've seen it all. For free.
Speaking of old men, Fallen trying to lead Furia back into this game. But he keeps his jersey on for the time being. Extended tech pause into a man disadvantage. Furia are not having fun. But if they have found success in open space, it has been in the middle of the map. So I wouldn't be shocked to see them come back at this. They've been able to overwhelm that A site quite nicely through the camera pinch. It feels like they're gearing up for it again, but this time DENDELE put bodies in camera to try and stop the approach. Fallen up first. Yeah, not the best way to do that. Nate goes through, but he's just so caught off by how close they are, and that's just a testament to the changeup and DENDELE's positioning.
He was just so sure it was going to be max core on the line from far away.
Yep. Wrong. Now Kindar steps that op through. Nice kill onto Koala. Gafolo also dies empty-handed. This 3 versus 5 turned even 3v3, and they just squeeze enough space to put that bomb down.
I'm looking forward to seeing more Yakinder. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Max Core is just that much sharper,
He's
though,
on
man.
12-1.
Yeah. There's a clear op dominance in DENDELE's favor so far this game. Yuri's rifle headshot clean onto RDN. Doc's got that trade back. Oh, and Max Core comes wide with another bit of op impact. He's got 3 kills this round, and this guy doesn't miss.
Dude.
DENDELE up 6-2 on the CT side of Anubis.
And he has 2 clutches, plus 13 kills. Got the op in round 2. I'm not sure if it's the same op, but he's always had one. Bit of a misread here. They're cooking with gas. Connor, becoming numb to the surprise of the upset now?
I mean, I feel like I've seen it all this week, so... Usually it's the underdog getting crushed in the first map. Liquid changed that tonight.
Yeah.
DENDELE trying to do that as well. Tech9's in front of him, and they'll stuff the approach on one side, but they do forego camera and allow the bomb to go down. Still, tough go of it for Furia from that point forward. Not one single kill for Furia this round. You can take your bomb plant, have your money. It's going to be all the round wins DENDELE's way. 7-2.
They're playing so extremely well. The trades are very good. Individually, you can't really improve them. We know Furia are really good, but sometimes you just got to wait until they show you.
I feel like of all the top teams, they've had some of the most struggle in the lesser events of the season.
They kind of just got their form back up in those last couple months.
That's why Cologne in their start there was so shocking, because it was like, oh, damn, we're not going to get a shaky start for once. Feeling short-lived. There we go. Fallen with the insta headshot on Doc. Another bit of mid-success for FURIA. But we've already seen change-ups in that A defense, and so I wonder if FURIA's worried about that half of the map. Molotov for Gafolo to have to deal with. He'll double back. Him and Koala separated from their teammates at the moment, and we can see FURIA inching closer to this B hit. At least throwing Yakindar in E-box to wait. And Patience almost kills Koala.
HE would have finished the job. And that angle's perfect out of Koala on low HP. I don't know if that smoke missed, but it put Yuri behind it.
There we go. Yeah, they'll put the squeeze on, come back in a few seconds later, and go 4 versus 2 over top of DENDELE. RDN empty-handed on the drop, and so FURIA nice and slow this round, playing the clock aptly. The fact that they waited in E-box, re-aggressed through, catching DENDELE's players in transition, and leaving MaxCore for the save. So it's a hard-fought battle, but it's one that gives FURIA another round win.
Best way to win a round, just avoid MaxCore for as long as possible. He doesn't get the shoot on this one. I really want to know if that's his first op. Because it was saved by a teammate in round 2
sure.
and then brought back to him, and he only has 1 death.
He's also got $12,000, so it doesn't feel like he's had to buy him.
B-Traps, is this the longest lasting op ever?
You know, he's still trying to find 3 individual grenade kills. Some nice rifle kills this round for FURIA. Some instant headshots from Fallen Yuri and Molodoy. They group up, they send mollies in, but do they pounce? Dock up close has been good usually for these holds, but this time it gets shredded. FURIA just skating through DENDELE this round like it's nothing.
That was one hell of an attack.
Yeah.
Flash was great. Everyone looking in the right directions.
All the layers of a good offensive you could ask for.
They're trying to zone in on these exits too.
Oh, yep, there goes Koala. MaxCore's op now belongs to K Serato.
Flanks from every choke point.
Yeah, gonna make sure that CTs get swept under the rug. Now a 3-round game. Round 11 belongs to FURIA, just sprinkling in a couple more T-side victories before they'll eventually switch over to the defense after this next one. They were hoping that they could bottom out the bank accounts by hunting down every player, but it is indeed rifles in all of DENDELE's hands for the final round of this half.
Bit of a struggle session at first for FURIA, but they're starting to get their feet beneath them.
Low utility here for FURIA at the minute mark. And a missed chance with Molodoy's op not finding its kill. Would have been a valuable man advantage to try to finish off this half. He's sticking around to try to punish the fallback, but that welcomes the threat of a peek from the right side. Molodoi very much preoccupied as his teammates queue up for the A hit, and Doc's gonna hold the line at long to start. They do lose the sight though. Oh, and Quesarado lines up both kills as they push out. They don't know about Yuri's push towards heaven already. And so again, mid to camera to A has had so much value for FURIA as they've slowly figured out this T side.
Yeah, that was kind of a shocking move. They ran out of the site that way, but they really just didn't know what was going on anywhere on the map. Full control here for FURIA as they look to close out. Numbers-wise, it's just an okay half, but I think mentally winning the last couple will help. Got to try this retake at least.
Nope, nothing. 4 up for FURIA, 5th round secured. Definitely a recovery needed, but they deliver.
He's not warming up. He's hunting.
It's just a fluke. You can't drop 30 like that every match.
What possessed God in heaven to make a player like Molodoi?
God did not make Molodoi. I made him.
You trained him, right?
I teach this kid everything. Discipline, positioning, grenade lineups. He's ignoring it all.
You wanted to see me?
Come sit, Daniel.
I've seen your flashbangs. Did Fallen teach you nothing?
Utilities for people that miss.
That's not game sense, bro. That's madness.
Madness? No, confidence.
He's not blinking.
I don't think he's blinked since he walked in.
Look, Daniel, the teams out there, they know you're dangerous. They're planning around you. They don't want to end up in another highlight reel from you.
If they don't want it to be in highlight reel, they're gonna need one thing.
And what's that?
Disconnect.
He's so intense.
You think you can keep this up every single match?
They can't stop me.
You remind me of me. Just younger, TikTok generation. A little bit less patient, but still very good. You can't coach that. You can only survive it.
Stop trying to coach me. Start following my calls.
Ha, be careful. Last time I said it, they made me an IGL.
Is this how roster changes happen?
Fallen and Co. able to recover a few rounds towards the end of that one, but we got a man outside of the server, so we've given them an extra second. And
Okay.
how you doing, Mohan?
What do you want to talk about?
Ah, God, the list is long.
We talked about printers already.
Yep, we did. We talked about what else? Oh, I see what's happening here. You know, it's a special day, Mo.
Oh, God.
It's a very special day because today Mohan has turned 36 years old. Right here, right now, and we've got a man to bring in a lemon meringue pie.
Wow.
Happy birthday, brother.
Thank you so much, Jonathan.
Looking great for 36. And the
you so
golf
much,
swings
Connor.
never looked better.
It's getting better. Okay. I got my wish. I have the best job in the world.
Oh, smooth, dude. Launders, the birthday boy. 36? Yes.
Oh, yes.
And he did win his golf game this week.
We did do a Team Canada versus Team Denmark scramble.
And we won.
And we won. Yeah, Connor wasn't there, but we had a substitute and we pulled it off. Oh, thank you so much.
I called in the ringer.
Lemon meringue, your favorite.
My favorite. Yo, I'm actually so stoked. I swear I had nothing to do with that. When I saw that, I was like, this is suspicious.
They asked you, said, we love lemon meringue.
What should we get, Launders? Oh, my favorite pie. Oh, that's funny.
Lovely.
There is literally also a tech issue, though, guys, at the same time. So that was
that was real.
That was actually just fantastic timing.
Okay.
Usually we'd just go in on player cameras, but we had something special to do.
Well, let's get the knife out.
Yeah, sure. You guys want to watch us eat cake?
I want to try that. Wouldn't be the first time on a Blast broadcast, actually.
Actually true.
Yeah.
What's 36 feel like?
It's all the same.
Yeah? Okay.
It's just
Good to hear.
Yeah, in a good way, for sure. It kind of comes down to if you let it, you know?
Yeah, sure.
Don't let it creep up on you.
Age. It's all up here.
It's all up here.
It's all up top. Mind over matter.
Gary Player 92 playing golf.
Until you're like Moses' age. At that point,
there's no promises, really.
Time comes for us all, huh? Once you're that old, whew, what's the point?
Just lose all your hair all of a sudden.
Love you, Jason. It's also Sponge's birthday.
Yes,
Isn't
that's
that
right.
crazy that
Every
we have-
year I tweet him the same picture.
Yep.
I don't know where it came from, but it was from many years ago because we have the same birthday.
You keep it. What are the odds?
2 color commentators,
Yeah.
same birthday.
Yeah. Kind of freaky. If I'm not mistaken, Anders and Vince.
You know what's really weird
Anders and
about
Vince
it?
have the same birthday too. Isn't that weird?
Deadass?
Deadass.
What?
Deadass for real. I'm gonna double check, but I'm pretty damn certain that's
You know
another
what's super
thing.
strange about the Sponge thing? So my mom doesn't watch all the broadcasts.
Yeah.
But the first second she saw Sponge, she said, "He looks like you." And I was like, "What?"
That is.
So my mom is not racist. And I
Right.
really appreciate that. Well, wait, do I? And then who's the second person? Oh, Sponge's teammate, his former teammate, I think it was like Machine Gun, said he thought that I looked like Sponge like many years ago.
I can think of one difference.
And it's not the tan.
You're a little taller.
Okay, yeah.
So Vince and Anders are actually 1 day apart, according to Wikipedia.
Okay,
One
that's
day
not
apart.
the same at all.
It's not the same, but
How are you going to save this one?
1 second. Let me try to figure this out.
How are you going to save this one? This is crazy.
Is at 40. Is Sponge also 36?
Oh.
Like, is it
That's a good
literally,
question.
you know what I mean, the exact same day? Because for Anders and Vince, it's literally a day apart, same year.
Same year, okay.
Same year. Let's go look
I
at
actually
Sponge.
don't know how old Sponge is.
Wikipedia, Sponge, Chad Burchill. 89?
89. Okay.
Same as you?
No, 90.
No. Okay. Yeah, true.
6 long years. Last time we had
long.
3 different HE kills from a team.
Oh, he found
He
it.
found it. In 2020.
Wow.
Yeah, Kinder was one of the victims. Wow.
B-Trams, you never cease to impress me.
It's come full circle.
Back to the action. DENDELE fast into the onslaught that is a heavily stacked B-bomb site. Fallen, though, finding 2 kills through smoke in the middle of all that. Back to the 3v3 we go. Block drive-by from Gafolo secures the E-box hold. And with 2 players locked in on long, you'd think this retake's made that much more tough. No kits. Fallen, gonna try to cause a frantic moment here. They kill Quesarado. They let him know where they're at, but nothing he can do about it. Nice kills from DENDELE as they come through with a T-side pistol on top of a 7-round CT side here on Anubis.
They kind of got a fierce combo going on between Doc and MaxCore. Because we got like lots of multi kills out of Doc. Same thing for MaxCore. Clutches out of both of them. Doc was the guy to save his op early on in the first half. Like, this is becoming a dynamic duo. And the upset continues.
feeling realer and realer by the round. You think Alliance regrets picking wildcard?
Yeah, I'm sure they do. Yeah, they should have just gone for like one of the top 5 teams in the world.
Should have picked Falcons, Vitality, or Furia.
That was an oversight.
Now an MP9 and 5.7's all that Furia have, but this A site is appropriately stacked. Furia trying to hold their nerve as the Molotovs pop over towards the B site. That would be a reason to start peeling bodies away. Will they move? It's actually DENDELE to bend a knee.
They're a bit scared to take a peek, and honestly, that might be the winning move. Yukinder alone, 5-7. It's a good player with a great gun, but this might be a task too tall.
Ooh, 1.5, all he's gonna get. MP9 flanks good from Yuri, keeping the pressure on. They've got lesser weapons, but they're finding kills regardless. MaxCore able to emerge from E-Box onto the site. He's had so much impact.
Yeah, man.
And he's looking to keep it stacked high. MP9 keeps him preoccupied. His Mac-10ing Koala teammate over towards long. Spots Quesarado, who's unfortunately there with the empty AK. A bit of a tragedy to pick up that dry mag. And so, DENDELE dodge death towards that A site, the heavy stack that looked like it would have held, and they will secure a 9th round on Anubis.
Now, MaxCore is out here just looking like a prospect right now. Extreme impact in a big game.
Oop.
Even survives that one. That's Molodoy's 5th kill, so it's a pretty slow game for him so far, too.
Pressure's on Furia as they're still not able to come in with a full buy.
And in the last couple of months where Furia just really brought their form back, it felt like it was, you know, where they did have a few struggles. Molodoy wasn't one of them. You know, he was really, really starting to deliver heavy, heavy impact, but honestly, I expected him to take over today no matter what happened.
Already starting to give up this A site, and this time DENDELE looking like they want to just actually follow through. You could always send the Mac-10 in first, a little expeditionary force. See who's home. Furia get back to the stack. Very comparable to the last round for DENDELE. And we saw them keeping their options open paid off, even despite Yukindar's best efforts. So wouldn't be shocked if they go ahead and try that again. They've still got the time. That E-Box smoke will fade in time for Bomb to depart the A site. And sure enough, right at 30 seconds, keeping them occupied on A with grenades, and the Bomb shuffles away from the threat. Cleared out sight. Very good protocols here from DENDELE.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like reliable decision-making, the type of decision-making that could damn well win them this game.
And even though there's sort of the advent of, oh, it's a Brazilian derby and we get to bring the bragging rights home, it's also probably got to be a factor that, like, they're the team to be studied in Brazil. They're the team that has the most exposure down there. They're probably a team that, in some regards, they're going to be comfortable when it comes time to have to play them. They're showing that they can even outcall a guy like Fallen. Avoid all jeopardy entirely. Completely honeypot them into the wrong site. Maybe not even let him have an AK in the end.
Terrorists win.
10-5.
Kind of just waiting
I
for
just got to land this plane. That's it.
Yep,
right? I mean,
just let it keep going. But waiting for this FURIA CT side to start. They've been absent in terms of guns. Now that changes. Op for Molodoy, M4s across the board. Game meant to change now. Meant to. But DENDELE have been rock solid, so no promises.
the contrast between Max Core and Molodoy. That's just something that has to change, otherwise there's no way. I just want to know what everyone's thinking. Not what they say in interviews.
Right.
I want to know what they're thinking.
What they're actually thinking.
I don't know what Max Core's thinking. I'm the man.
Yeah. Fallen's thinking, well, at least it's my last season. His next player break's going to be a long one.
Oh, damn. That's sad.
It's what he wants.
Yeah, but it's what no one else does, so...
I know.
Shouldn't we have a say? Thought this was a democracy.
I vote for Fallen. I would also vote for Molodoy to have to do something. Kind of poking him with a stick right now, like 4 and 12. I mean, again, he's been op limited, but this round he's got it, and I'd love to see it kind of thrown out there. You know, get him into the game.
He could farm if he wanted to. He could just literally turn it on.
You'd think he'd want to. So.
He doesn't need off kills to come to him. He knows how to go get them.
Doc does tiptoe into his demise. Molodoy leans back, him and Fallen both at half health this round, but we hit 35 seconds, and DENDELE have played down to the final timings.
Just something from outside falling in. And a kill for Fallen.
Oh, Max scores answer.
Nice, man.
Yuri's tucked in behind Cake, though. That's going to catch somebody unprepared. Yeah, sure enough. Slides out into the Opera as he's throwing out utility. Bomb carrier tries to close the gap. 7 seconds. Flash was good. And it's actually Yakindar's flash, excuse me, that makes it awkward for the player on site. Koala dies before the clock expires. 2 survivors here for FURIA. It's a 4-round game. And finally back on guns, they get their impact. So FURIA are not dead in the water, just a little delayed, it seems.
Yeah, it's a full control moment. Looking at the money, it's all fine. I mean, Gafolo's on 1,500. That's kind of the only issue for him. Shark's using the whole clock.
You mean DENDELE?
DENDELE, the whole clock.
That worked well when they were avoiding stacks and half buys.
Yeah, that's sort of the antiquated part of their playstyle that like sort of became popular a couple of years ago, and in Brazil of all places, starting to slow play T sides. But that's really fallen out of favor. Even FURIA don't do that anymore. So you definitely like to see that change a bit, but maybe something nice to keep for the rounds you just want to be 100% certain on.
What's he looking for?
Kool-Aid, man.
Careful. When you least expect it, they could burst through. That nade does land on the intended targets. Fire even flushes them back.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's like a very well-timed sequence of utility. Gets damage in, also deters map control.
Also hit him in the head with that frag, so they knew.
Molodoy on his angle,
Molodoy.
giving the kill to Doc. That's 2 rounds back-to-back. He's just gotten that pick off.
Wow.
But RDN's going to hunt down Yakindar. Not going to fall for that close corner play. Yuri's on the scene, and Molodoy waiting for the E-box exit. Sure enough, catching MaxCore. Now it's Mac 10 in hand, and Gafolo is going to create a little space here.
So go ahead and grab that.
Got to be careful not to give the angle over through tempo. Bomb planted. It's man advantage for FURIA.
This op should be a problem.
There's a Molotov and an incendiary, and there's only a kit on Yuri. See if things get weird as the smoke goes out, blocks off Koala from long.
It's a big smoke.
Gafolo's op suddenly taking a step in, misses his chance. Still alive. Second shot also off the mark. Koala's going to set that bomb ablaze.
Stuck it.
Now the kit gets picked up by Fallen as well, so a second one on the play. They've got still enough time. He's going to try to get the diffuser and does. Yuri's dead. And is it Queserato? No, it's Fallen still in the backdrop. Does he have enough time down to the wire? Oh,
he doesn't have
misses it. 0.035, and that is another one for DENDELE.
Great spray through that smoke. Had to be right on that bullet. And that's an 11th round. Oh my goodness. That totally changes this game. Now, it could have been just a slow climb back up into an even scoreline, and instead it is a low money FURIA, but also a low money DENDELE. It was looking all fine, I think, until Yuri got smoked out, and then when Molodoy didn't hit his second shot, which wasn't easy, there was no one there to instantly trade it. The time changed.
0.1, it says.
But it changed.
I know. I don't believe HUDs anymore. I'm honestly, I've got a love-hate relationship with HUDs this week.
FURIA have already lost to a team ranked outside the HLTV top 20 this year against Gamer Legion at Rivals.
Ouch. They are upsettable. DENDELE will know this. MaxCore and Doc still lead the charge, but we just got a good clutch out of Koala. To hell with the numbers of frags. Just about getting those rounds on the board and driving force in that regard. FURIA trail by 5. Their money's in a weird place, and not everybody has a ton of cash either. There's a lot of players still sub $4,000. I just really want a piece of that pie.
It's a cake.
You gonna share it, or are you gonna eat the whole thing?
Eat the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's your birthday. You're allowed to.
I did do that with a McCain cake last year.
Yeah.
And then I went on keto for 4 months.
It's a great last meal.
Yeah.
You know, if I had one meal left in me, I think an entire chocolate cake might be the play.
That was like 10,000 calories. It was a great day, though. I remember that.
Stock up.
Getting married in September.
Congratulations.
Actually DM'd McCain because I said I'd like for my wedding cake to be a McCain cake because it's my favorite cake in the world.
Yeah.
If anyone hasn't tried it, decadent chocolate cake that they keep in the freezer at the grocery store costs like $5.
It's a Canadian classic.
And it's honestly the ultimate meal.
So what'd they say?
They said no.
Okay.
I asked if they could stitch together like 12 of them.
Rude.
And they said no, but you can take them to a baker and they could do it for you. I said, well, at that point, I could probably do it myself. I just thought, wouldn't it be awesome if you sent me a giant
McCain cake.
12-piece McCain custom cake? But they did say no. Honestly, they could have just not even replied. It might have been better.
Yeah, it left a little mystery.
But shout out to them for keeping the prices low for all these years.
Yep, can't complain.
Yeah. I think the price has gone up from like $2.75 to like $5 in like 25 years.
It's like the Arizona iced teas, you
Yes.
know? And bananas.
Arizona also lets people mark the price up, even though they still sell it for the same price to those stores to keep it low.
Good.
And they put 99 cents on the cans.
You know, in a world that just keeps getting more and more expensive, there are still beacons of hope.
Yeah.
Costco hot dogs.
Costco hot dogs. Even at the announcement that they might raise the price of Costco hot dogs, their stock tanked.
Yeah.
Because people thought the culture was changing.
Nah. Costco hot dogs, bananas, Arizona iced teas, McCain chocolate cakes. There's a lot of free advertisements going on right now. I'm sorry. I just realized.
Some of the best stuff. Blacklight.
Blacklight, Polymarket, Republic of Gamers, Refrag.
Malta.
Movember. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody else.
Kirkland golf balls.
Kirkland golf balls, man. Hey. But we already shouted out Costco.
Yeah, true.
Just Costco in its whole.
Does he have a printer as well? What is that? Or is that a stack of diapers?
I thought it was for like a graphics card at first. I thought it was
think
like,
everything is a graphics card.
5090. 5090.
What part of a box for one?
Yeah, it's like, you know, I thought like it would come in like a nice case or something. I don't know. I just thought Case Dorado got a nice 5090 that maybe they sent them to all the Furia players. But
Vitamins on the PC. What do you think?
I keep mine in the window.
On the inside or outside?
On the inside of the window. So
Which
I can't
floor?
judge a man. 1.5.
What a flex. 1.5.
1.5.
Do you have an elevator that gets there?
No, just a lot of stairs.
Okay. A lot of stairs.
Just a lot of stairs, you know? Oh, me? Me?
Lots of stairs.
Lots of stairs in my place. It's going to keep me young forever.
I think what's going to happen is he's going to put his vitamins there, and then the PC 5090 is going to heat up the vitamins, going to get microplastics in the vitamins.
Yep.
Got to move them.
Gotta move them. See, I keep mine next to the coffee machine because to me that's like, you know, it's like start of the day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a coffee,
Yeah.
so you hit the dailies.
Yeah.
But yeah. See, I think it's like a case. Doesn't it look like packaging?
I think it's cardboard diapers.
Is that the new Xbox?
the Xbox One X box?
The Xbox Series X 360 X1 box? You know, I saw Xbox sales were actually up in the last quarter.
You got the newspaper?
Yeah. Turns out the sales are good, see? Yeah, and PlayStation sales have been tanking.
Okay. We can change that.
Well, that's what you get for announcing you're no longer making physical games.
Yeah.
And I'm against that, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Think of the resale market.
My iPhone doesn't have a SIM slot.
I know, you had to give me your SIM card. My phone doesn't have an auxiliary jack.
Okay, good luck to whoever wins.
Yeah, okay. The game, there is a game at hand, isn't there? DENDELE versus FURIA, 11-6 the score. Tech pause sorted. But the money remains a problem here for FURIA. MP9s on the majority.
That was a pretty bad loss they just suffered. They would have loved to be the ones in control at this moment. But now it's one mistake and you're cooked.
Oof. Mistake like that?
Yeah, I mean, that was one of their good guns. The exact wrong risk to take when there's 4 players waiting for that push.
It's one thing to beat FURIA. It's another thing to whoop them. And we're starting to get into whooping territory. Potential 13-6, unless these MP9s can rebound in this round. Very few utils. So the smoke goes down, but they push right in. They're not going to give you that kind of space, Yuri. Oh, right at the end of the mag, but Doc gets away with the kill to K-Serrato, and Yakindar is the only player to put up a frag towards that site. Done. Our Furia in this one, 6 map points for DENDELE.
Man, I mean, they barely got away with that last, you know, denying that last defuse, but this was super clean. And, you know, from a game plan perspective, it's the exact push that Furia were going for, whether that's a little bit of luck, a little bit of preparation, either way. They've shown too much of it to call it all a fluke.
I'm surprised.
They've really out-fragged them. They've won a lot of clutches. They've had some good game plan kills. Playing very well.
Surprised Yuri thought he was going to have that space to play with. DENDELE just pounce. Hyper-aggressive on the B commitment. For a team that's kind of played the clock down dangerously at times, it was nice to see that change up in the tempo. They sensed an opening, they seized it.
Yeah, it felt like that was going to become a trend.
Now Yakindar here in E-Box gets 1 kill. As MaxCore comes through, his teammate Smoke taking over the E-Box. Yuri's going to be there to stuff him. But another piece comes through. RDN makes the difference. Molodoy taking over the plat control. It's a FAMAS and 2 MP9s versus 3. And man advantage now in the hands of DENDELE. Bomb waits for the smoke to go down. And with that, Fallen encroaches. Dropping utility to try to fluster the bomb plant. He'll get half of the health bar gone. Koala still a full HP. And K-Serrato announcing his intentions. An arrival in through E-Box, now finding himself 1 versus 3. He'll cut Gafolo off of this. We've already seen Koala find clutches from long. Trying to test the side of the smoke. He'll come out unexpectedly. And DENDELE won't waste anybody's time. 13-6 victorious over Furia with a stomp.
It looked so fantastic from DENDELE. It feels like we're just being gifted Maui upset after upset. And this is what BLAST Bounty is all about, right? The fact that you're seeing teams that in normal tournaments wouldn't...
They expect it. I mean, what's more likely? One more upset or only one upset? B-Tramps, when's the last time whatever this is has ever happened? Because I'm going to say never.
Pull it up, B-Tramps. Pull it up. I mean, it's funny
First rounding, all the top teams in the world.
We had so many conversations about, like, Bounty, where upsets happen, and that was almost snake oil that we sold to the public.
It didn't happen last time.
And it didn't happen.
Yeah.
It hasn't happened for a little while, but this Bounty's actually been different. Falcons losing was the first time a $60,000 bounty was ever claimed.
And then Liquid do it again.
And Vitality just, you know, said, hey, hold my beer. Furia in this pistol have gone down a man out of the gate. And Koala's got Yakindar and K-Serrato and Yuri too. All right, why not? On for the dual Beretta's ace. Fallen inside of the apartments. He'll be dropped by MaxCore. Quad kill off the Berettas and a swift CT pistol victory.
I don't doubt them on Mirage at all.
I don't doubt anybody anymore.
I believe in everybody right now.
I am going to have trust issues by the end of this week.
I believe in everyone.
Everybody and nobody all at the same time.
When they did the draft show and they're like, Maui, who should we pick? And then Maui went Furia, right? Because it's funny. Yeah. It's Furia, the Brazilian matchup. And he's like, okay, we pick Furia.
Now I can see why.
They are picking a tough team, regardless of them being also just like their neighborhood competition.
Sure.
Didn't expect it to amount to anything, though.
Oi.
Nice shot.
Molodoy, instant Eagle headshot. MP9 on site's gonna get swarmed. Koala only won this time around. MaxCore makes sure that Yakindar doesn't get away with much control of the situation. K-Serrato's Desert Eagle looking for a victim. And this is while Fallen's already only on 7 HP, so he'll take over the bench control and grab the MP9, but is he longed for this world? No. Doc just taps him through the edge of the wall, and it's all good for the retake. Majority still up for DENDELE, as they will follow through with the B-site retake and go up 2-0.
A great hold and a great retake. And it was only the Deagle shot that even made it sketchy, really. They kind of looked pretty calm about that whole situation. Is Koala also on Furia Academy?
Koala? Let me check. Yes.
Yes, okay, remember Koala as well.
In 2022.
Wow.
2022, man, it's come up a lot today.
It's been a big year, actually.
Pretty freaky.
There was Week Play Academy League days.
What the hell's going on?
That's good times.
Great times, in fact. First gun round for Furia, and it features 2 players out top middle, kind of jostling back and forth for who's going to stick around, and Fallen opts to be the one. To exit the ramp, and Max Course just keeping his head tucked low. Nade's well placed. Molodoy down to 47 now as Utility keeps on raining in. He just steps right back into the fire and dies. Straight up. The Doc comes flying through with one. They still don't know that Max Core is back there alongside Doc. Furia hit the pause button at 35 seconds. Bomb finally on arrival. Queserado's almost dead. If Fallen dies with this bomb, though, to the Doc clear, well, that would have been a problem. But Fallen hanging on for dear life on 14 HP.
Very strange position. Bomb with enough time to get back, actually. And Kinder's going to go clear out the B halls, which gives them a lead. They don't believe Furia would try this. They don't believe it for a second, but they should. Oh, that's kind of great info. That favors Furia.
Especially with 2 players still over on that A site.
Man, there's 2 players up in Palace, which is kind of wild for this.
Yep.
But the bait is actually huge.
Works perfectly.
Fury can run away. Queserado gets the kill. And now where do the CTs even go?
Yeah, you would have never expected a second guy to still be up here. So good on Fallen to get away from that. And that was just a dry 1v1 in ramp. Remember,
Yes.
Doc comes out to clear him, tags him down to 14.
And his crosshair wasn't really on his head. It just sort of right up his body. So worked out.
It's a scary one for Furia, but Fallen has the right presence of mind to get the bomb out of there. And they'll walk away with a victory in round 3. Gafolo dead means only 1 weapon saved. Koala can hang on to it as Furia close the gap. It's such a ratty bait and switch in Palace.
Yeah.
Yuri running away, full stomp, totally baits in a CT. Can't even blame the guy. Why would there be 2 there?
Yeah, when you know the bomb's getting planted on the other side of the map.
Yep.
They really thought that far through it. That's a team that could win this series. I'm trying to see what MaxCore can do on Mirage. He was so consistently impactful throughout that map.
4-1 at the moment.
And this should, yeah, arguably be even easier.
Why does Sid look like Fallen's little brother?
He's getting smaller and smaller.
He's just sitting on the bed.
Yeah.
When's my turn?
Yeah, that's what it always looks like. Sid, when it's my turn to play. Mom said it's my turn on the Xbox. Let me do the Sid documentary one day. Oh, there he is.
Bye-bye, Molodoy.
Great flick on Molodoy.
I love that. Instead of MaxCore just kind of hanging out in the corners of the A site, get him involved. He's been solid.
I'll pair it with a push. Kinder's on the other side of the smoke, but okay. They make noise, so he's not going to stay here. Oh, they're trying to punish this. They've just barely missed him.
Ooh, a shot from MaxCore, but RDN, player down beneath him, can't handle it. MaxCore misses another. Still trying to push this op out. Utility burning him to pieces as Gafolo's also peeled off.
He's still alive somehow.
Just keeps getting pelted by nades. Quesarado can't survive the follow-up duel.
Him?
And Doc is just here to find kills, it seems. He gets dropped as MaxCore still hanging on to the corners. Got Koala to save him. Koala now being that second right-hand man and stepping up alongside MaxCore.
MaxCore actually survived all of that.
Yeah, shocking.
He had one death for a long time on Anubis. And you know what?
12
you
and
can't
1.
do that alone. That's what we saw.
Right into it for first blood. I love the total reposition. Get him off the A site, throw him at the apartments. You catch Molodoi fully exposed. Nice delivery here from Doc with the 2 kills in that pretty scrambly retake. Furia still have money to come back with a buy, but it's Tech9 and Desert Eagle for Fallen and Molodoi, so numbers strong over to the B site. And it's not MaxCore here at the start of it. Koala is on his own with an SMG. Certainly not ideal. They're going to try to pounce him. Fallen goes in first, so Tech9's dead. He even gets a dink off. Yuri tagged low, and the scramble comes back from DENDELE again. Are they going to try to get away with it once more?
Pretty ballsy move to make that happen, but since they go 1 for 1, it's actually a terrible spot now. DENDELE, no cap player, no one walking underpass on the flank. Just kind of the worst way to retake B.
They've got a couple smokes. They want to try to block off sight lines. Oh, that'll help.
That's key.
You find the one player you need to. You've got man advantage earned with that one. You've got time to pull off the defuse. Kindar exposed, gets traded out instantly. Doc has been instrumental for these retakes, and now you know Quesarado's spot. He'll control it with a double kill and a third. Quesarado, clean shots, doubles his kills in 1 post plant, and posts Furia's second round win.
Really, really brave call for Furia to make, and I think it is a round where they sort of force up, get what they can. But it's Koala alone with an MP9. There's no cap player this time. No one doubled up in the site. So maybe something that DENDELE maybe should have been more worried about, because either it's a save or it's not all the best guns in the world.
Doc's the only thing between Furia and this A site, and this Desert Eagle's down with nothing, so slow squeeze on the lesser buy.
Oh my, that wasn't a, wow, that was so close to a collateral. Got nothing from it. Won't matter though.
Yeah, that'll just send them back into a save. They go for the gamble on the wrong side. They're 1 round behind. Thinking maybe it would come B again. Not the case. And this save's not even guaranteed. We'll see if Yukindar wants to risk his life for it. They'd kind of love for him to try this if they can steal his AK. 3 of these players could use the upgrade.
He is one of the sneakiest entries, though.
Just taking a look.
He can sense the danger.
But he kind of likes the danger.
Yeah, he likes the danger.
Likes the danger. Can't blame him.
Terrorists win.
He is some kind of martial arts champion, though, isn't he?
Was it judo?
Taekwondo.
Taekwondo.
Yeah. It's judo if they throw this game, though.
Ooh. Well, luckily for Furia, it's all tied up 3 rounds a pop.
Zaiwu had a really not that great series. Maladoy's having a very not that great series. I think we ended on 5 kills for him last map.
8, actually.
8, okay.
But your point stands. Bit of a stinker. There's still time to recover. But even that last round when he like misses the chance at a collateral, where'd that bullet go?
Okay. I mean, there's a whole lot of nothing going on into actually still the right stack. I mean, CTs aren't doing anything incorrect here. This clear should be good. Oh,
Shot max
now I get a little worried. The bomb can leave, and probably should. That was their last chance to go.
They'll find A site vacant, so certainly secures the bomb's route. Confirms that avoiding B was the right call. Do DENDELE take a look at this? Maladoy's op posted up, gets the easy pick off from jungle, and he'll follow suit onto max core as well. So that's the M4 removed from what's going to save out of DENDELE. Wow. A few seconds to spare. All's good. Good thing they sent out that scouting party to both sites. Guarantees Furia's round win and lead for the first time this game.
Maladoy trying to turn it up a little bit. About to go koala hunting.
Terrorists win.
Furia have not been 2-0'd online since March of this year. That's not that long ago.
How many other games did they play? Between online games?
Yeah. They've played, that was Pro League.
Oh, okay. True.
Yep. For Vitality, it was much longer ago. I thought maybe we'd have a similar stat, but not the case.
Yeah, Fury have had a little bit of a turbulent
Yeah.
couple of years, honestly. But very high highs.
Fallen trades out onto the site. But again, they're hitting the bomb site with lesser players here. There's been this shift from DENDELE over
They're trying to
towards
just
B.
like stack call out everything. And to be fair, like Furia are running headfirst into their first idea, but they're just picking all the right sites. They got them in their own heads. You kind of put yourself in a spot where, like, do you really want to try to retake this?
No, you shouldn't. Bomb is already past the halfway point. They're still taking a look at it with man advantage now. It's going to be a late arrival, but there is technically time to defuse this. Thing is, they're going to stuff you in your tracks. Just rope you in and cost you all your bodies. Tons of cash burned on DENDELE's late attempt to retake that site, and it's going to be Furia with 2 surviving afterwards.
I think you gotta, you know, if you make your bed, you gotta lay in it, so to speak. If you go for a huge stack like this and you lose your one solo on the other side of the map, you have to say, okay, you got us. You know, the one fast, full move into the site, bomb's going down so quickly, unless we get lucky with our one guy and get a massive hold, we don't go for it, because now you don't have anything. And then in the future, if you don't want that situation, don't go for the lean.
They've been trying to bank on this B lean a couple of rounds now. conditioned to go the other way, and now this time Molodoi plucks Koala off instantly.
Furia coming at this dead simple, and it's exactly what needs to happen. This right here has been a unique map of CS. I'll tell you that much for free.
Furia finding comfort within it. No kit here for Doc, so it's a Hail Mary defuse attempt, and he gets gushed in the attempt to even cross over to the bomb site. Yeah, they're not going to let that one slip through their hands, so Furia up 6-3 on the T side. Just kind of playing their plan, making different moves, but successfully walking away with round after round now.
Terrorists win.
That's a 5-round streak for Furia secured. 50-90. Furia early smokes are going to play with tempo up the catwalk, just looking to go into this joined up B bomb site hit. Full commitment, and they don't see the player's fan. There's a second one in there. Yeah, they're going to try to figure this out. Koala still going unnoticed, oddly. Eventually they'll get there, and already CT's trying to scramble out, so fallen. Nasty shot around
really
the
put
edge.
The moves on him.
And this round done in mere seconds. Furia probably starting to feel untouchable with the tempo that they've taken to these last couple rounds, but now Doc is going to try and answer back in the 1v5. First 2 kills are clean. Takes 10 damage on the approach. This draws Furia's pieces back, but he wants that AWP to go off to the save. So Furia feels like they're starting to tap into that bit of disrespect. The all-in, guns a-blazing tear towards the B site nets them a 7th on the T side.
It could be that, or it could be like this kind of excuse that these teams have on T sides at the beginning of the season where they don't feel very flexible, you know? They kind of just haven't stretched it out. They haven't really like gotten loose and comfortable and had ideas flow. And even if you do it in practice and all that for a few days, it's just not the same as doing it in an official, because kind of what I see is that they're like hitting the reset button on their style of play and saying, okay, let's go back to super slow. Let's go through all the motions, like in order, like we remember from the beginning. And now let's go for some set plays that are pretty quick. But it just doesn't feel like anything they do 2 months from now. It's sort of what we're seeing from Furia right now. It's sort of what we've seen from Spirit yesterday. We saw into overtime. They actually started to get to a level where they can be creative and do things at a higher level. But the comfort definitely not there.
Fallen continues to tear it up with the AK. Oh. Nice individual moments from him in back-to-back rounds.
Ooh, he's gonna find another.
Zoning Gafolo back and away from the engagement. Doc tries to get into the action, and that's gonna cost him his life. So 4v2 for Furia. They hit the pause button in the B apartments, met by smoke that's now fading. Feels like Koala is going to have another challenge coming his way.
One to sights. No one moving around too much. I mean, actually, Caserado gets caught off, which means that Gafolo maybe go stack with her teammate or someone take a risk here because they actually have a chance to potentially hold this. Puts it in a 1-on-2.
Bomb has been planted.
Not impossible.
And at this point in the half, freed up to go for it. Oh, he makes his move, gets out through the window, and it's slightly more likely. But remember that early fallen damage? That's not going to help Gafolo, and he's riding off the get-right spot. So, yes, sir, Yuri guns him down, and Furia on the brink of a 9-3 T-side.
Pretty good. Again, it's not like the aim's starting to come out, simple tactics and everything. It's mostly just the fact that they're committing really hard, and and that's working. That's been super sound here for Furia.
Yeah, if you're going to die, at least die on your own sword. Thing is, individually, Furia doing enough. Not just enough, in fact, a lot.
Yeah, Molodoy's got some bigger rounds here for sure.
Yep. Hell, even Fallen's AK has been hitting quick headshots. MaxCore's been looking for his moments, but just hasn't been in as many engagements. Doc should still be proud about his 11 frag half. Molodoy tiptoes in, catches wind of Gafolo, and predicts the window peak. That Fallen's got covered off, so another double man advantage, and another instance here where Furia are having a field day on this T side of Mirage, looking much better on their own map pick than their opponents. They've gotten the gunk out of their eyes, and the game is afoot now. Bomb circles back around through T-spawn. You know, Furia have shown enough caution throughout this half as well to make sure that they minimize mistakes. Can't really point to a single error that they've made. All while effectively avoiding DENDELE. Remember, this game started 3-1 DENDELE.
You know, I think they would have, when we look back at Cologne, I think they would have got a much better final if Furia had a little bit more challenge when they got the playoffs.
Sure.
I think you look at Falcon's run, and it was just so hard for them every step of the way. They just kind of grew up very quickly inside of playoffs and learned so much.
I mean, Furia got to that grand final dropping 2 maps. You know? Like, they were flawless through their opening stage, nailed the playoffs up until grand finals, and they came up short. So powering up here as well, this time versus DENDELE. Rock solid stuff for Furia after losing Anubis. It's a 9-3 answer in full control.
Oh, Kaique. I'm not feeling too well. At least was I good to you?
Yeah, you were. You were.
Do you think I was a good leader?
I prefer art, to be honest.
Work of art, you said?
Yeah, work of art. Gabriel, you're a symbol for Brazil, CS. Without you, there is no me, there is no SK, there is no luminosity.
Oh, man. That takes me back.
Gabriel, you are so much more than all those who came before you. You played with fire in your heart and tricks in your sleeve. The whole world knew to listen when Fallen and his help were in the clutch.
Then it was all worth it.
I'd give anything to have you back, my friend.
What the hell is this?
Bro, you just died, bro.
No. It wasn't me. That was Bad Fallen.
Yeah! Bad Fallen, really?
Yeah, and I'm Good Fallen.
Okay.
I left you a friend, I came back as a prophet. I went far and beyond.
Alright.
I saw everything. Now I know what I need to do to win next major.
Please tell me.
First, we need a better helper.
Okay. Who?
I got us Molodoy.
Molotov? Motoboy? Who is this guy?
Calm down, wait. I also revived the top 10 rifle in the world.
Cold Zero, let's go.
You wish, kid. Yekindar.
Oh boy, Bad Fallen, please come back.
shaking off an Anubis loss like it's nothing. Furia on the rebound here within Mirage. Their map pick looking far more comfortable, just on an individual level. Some antics early on attempted by DENDELE, but clearly just outplayed throughout the first 12 rounds of Mirage.
Just kind of a lot of gambles for them that they could have just looked like geniuses in, but Furia like had the sense to avoid it, figured it out, maybe gambled themselves correctly, but everything went their way for once.
Real chance at shutting down map 2 and extending play to Cash. Then we'll be wondering whether Furia are well versed on the newest addition to the map pool. That's a question that'll get
fun.
Yeah, it is actually a great place to end this series. Molodoy gets killed back by MaxCore, who was looking to get his hands on the game in the first half, but was effectively avoided pretty often. Put him on the T side, he'll take the fight to you, and it's a double kill already for MaxCore.
It's actually an open line towards B. This is just a bit of a bait. All 3 CTs, just want to let you know you should stay here. And their rotation point around through spawn will be guarded by MaxCore eventually. They just have no idea this is happening.
So bomb plant uncontested. MaxCore hears the rotation being stomped and finds another kill. He's got all 3 so far in the pistol. Potential 4th and 5th victims around him. But Yuri's got something to say about it. No chance they retake, however. So DENDELE will give themselves a chance at making the comeback happen. Pistol in the bag. Shout out MaxCore one time. Again, maybe this is kind of the solution, right? Him freed up on the T side, starting to take contact on his terms. We'll see as things unfold.
Definitely. I want to say the T side's going to be too hard. Like for versus Furia CT Mirage, it's so strong, but it's that's one thing for sure. That MaxCore showing us some really cool stuff today. MaxCore. It's like some cultural phenomenon. You wear racing clothes. Racing core. DENDELE to the max.
Walk up middle goes unchecked. Gafolo hits that critical point where it's time to start running in, and Yakindar, oh! 2 Desert Eagle headshots back to back. Cuts down the numbers, finds damage. He is a one-man army, all alone inside of the B site with massive impact, giving DENDELE something to think about.
Oh, you want to call the round done, but okay, yeah, it might be now that Caserado has that. It's another tag, but Yakinder, what a star. That was an unbelievable couple of Deagle kills. The third one was just house money.
Yeah, he knows, can't help but smirk. First 2 bullets back to back, bask in this. Oh! What? Lays down Doc and Gafolo. And Furia instantly to double digits off the force buy victory early on the CT side. Damn. Burned out of sandwich, Yuri's on the run, and he's lost his teammate. What goes around comes around. Yakindar, Desert Eagle takes his head off. Koala's Tech-9 drops down, puts an M4 into his team's hands. They hit the pause button as they exit ramp with a smoke top connector. Molodoy trying to creep in here as DENDELE have at least earned man advantage.
These guys have so much fight in them. I can't believe after that last round, they've somehow found 2 entries. They really still have nothing. I mean, Koala's coming in no armor with his M4, but they have window control. They've avoided any other fights, which is what they want to do. Loser Tetris player, and Koala gets that trade. No armor again.
Oof.
But just that headshot alone might be good enough. You can already see the rotation around through CT and Nano. Both are here now. And it looks like FURIA are going to donate these guns. Is this overplaying it a bit?
Fallen's running for the hills. Gafolo, okay, good on him to finish off Fallen. Queserado's got the kit, but he missed the defuse and then kind of runs around the boxes to get out of here, so figured he would have just been sprayed down, and that is the case. Gafolo will die to the bomb. Koala, you gonna hunt this down? Whoa. No, he lets it go, and that's 2 kills to Koala. Good on him, opening up with a grabbing of the M4A4.
Crazy.
He drops down, nabs his prize. Extra kill thereafter here on to Molodoy. And we'll give DENDELE a little bit more of a chance.
It's a 10th round for FURIA, but man, after a 3 Deagle kill round like Akinder gave to them, they were in such a good spot. It's actually shocking if they pull this back again. It's a team that clearly believes in themselves. Fallen's got actually nothing, hey? Spent all his money on someone else.
Nothing at all.
What a guy. It's a USP and a smile.
Oof. Quick do it.
That might have been the M4 he dropped him.
Waiting for that bomb to join forces and hoping somebody just goes for the van jump, but obviously with this setup, it's all about baiting him into Molodoy. Koala trying to sell a fake, but it's mid-control here for FURIA. They fall back, and they just want Molodoy to anchor in. He'll slide out, 1 and done. Yakindar still trying to stick around as Fallen looks to join up through the catwalk, and just hanging on as the rotate comes through, really takes the wind out of the sails of DENDELE. Max Score's got to be careful he doesn't die after time, because there's also this underpass flank coming. He's worried about it. Die before the clock expires, but not allowed to save that one. FURIA find an 11th. We go back and forth 4 times since this second half has started.
Works out better for FURIA, I think, because they don't even fully invest.
And their first half was already so strong. For sure, this just game of cat and mouse bodes well for them.
Yeah. 2 AKs on the buy for DENDELE.
Big questions about how FURIA were able to use their return from the player break, and, well, still left scratching my head as to whether they're ready for cash. We'll find out if they can close out Mirage, but it's feeling more and more likely that the Stompies stomp back. Anubis was a blowout. So is Mirage. And it's a team effort from all the players here on FURIA, so. Hanging on for the finish. Yuri dropping grenades in front of him. He's got Queserado to work with. And Queserado keeps it clean. It's just felt, you could just see the uptick in individual level from map 1 to 2. Molodoy kind of asks for that. Oh, on the reload he gets pounced, but it's a Tech 9 to come through. Max Score kills Yuri. Now that's an open sight. Bomb gets picked back up. Rifles in hand here for DENDELE now. Ooh, you kind of asked for that, FURIA.
A little bit.
Right?
And they've got Doc low, which means a well-placed nade from Yakinder. And then maybe give this a sniff. Won't even try to use it before. Oh, okay.
Nice.
Well, that's
Finishes
a low
off
HP
Doc.
player. Doubled up, though, on Ninja.
Yakindar the one with the kit, unless Fallen goes back to Ticket. He didn't grab it. Yakindar gets pinched from the crossfire. MaxCore just going to take up position in the smoke, and Fallen not able to grab a defuse kit. Missed Yakindar's as well. Means this one's going to expire, and DENDELE with another at the very least. It's costly, sure, but FURIA kind of jumping the gun there. You know, Molodoi spamming the smoke, Quesarado going for the reload. Good on DENDELE to seize the opportunity that presented itself, but it very much presented itself with FURIA's ambitions.
Yeah, not the sexiest map out of FURIA, for sure. They're winning by a lot of rounds, but trading back and forth here on CT, and between that and some of the calls, I mean, I feel like they're just kind of happy to get through it at this point.
Yakindar takes the op. Wants to go for the mid-peak.
I feel like he's kind of the most reliable presence on the whole team at the moment for some of the plays that he's made.
Little vacancy here on the A site, and DENDELE's looking to exploit it. Crawling up quietly as Doc. Total blindside on Quesarado. Good trade back by Yuri, sure. Draws the attention of Molodoi, but he's working with the A1S, and he'll find MaxCore regardless. Now the smokes come out, as DENDELE originally looked to just kind of press in silently. They drop util, but they give up on the thought of the bomb plant A. Or do they? Bomb pauses Tetris. Just enough time for Koala to double back around.
Looks hard to get this lurk into place, and with only 3 players, like, they kind of need everyone to be a little bit active. But Gafolo really sitting back. Might find a timing to take advantage of Fallen. We'll see. Yep, that's actually a great kill, and it's actually still quite early in the round. Okay, I mean, give it up, sure. Oh, he still gets the kill.
Bomb drop, though. They boosted the bomb carrier in the middle of that.
Oh, that's insane.
Fails the jump up twice, still gets away with a kill, but then Molodoi slides wide of Ticket and rebounds back. So what you gonna do now?
Yeah,
nope.
Sure thing.
Folo gonna jump across, and the op's gonna punish him. There's FURIA's 12th round secured. We're getting a little wild here as Mirage gets on.
Yeah, getting a little weak, I'd say. And, you know, it goes to DENDELE, too, who showed us so much great stuff on Anubis. Now, this is FURIA's map pick, but it's not been the most impressive game of CS. We'll put it that way. Failing that jump 3 times, then dropping the bomb on top stairs, then getting the kill anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you want to criticize that they commit to it, but it's like they got the frag. Sure. Pistols up for DENDELE. Yakindar has 101 ADR and a 1.43 rating on the CT side Mirage the last 3
Give
months.
him an up every round.
Yes, sir. This man, a driving force in the FURIA rebound within this series.
This is their full investment? That's all they could get?
Yeah, that's all they get. You'll get nothing.
No armor?
And
they used all their nades?
They have
What
2
did they
sets
get?
of Kevlar on Koala and Gafolo.
Oh, okay, okay.
And Tech 9s. And Desert Eagles.
Okay. Well, they've done more with less. We have seen that already twice this half.
Being broke, brother. They're hanging on for dear life, just hoping that somebody from FURIA oversteps. Kindar slots in behind the smoke. The Palace walkout's about to happen with Bomb. Just missed it, though, because Yakindar's crouched. He goes unnoticed. Pops up on his terms. Okay, sure. Koala Tech 9 spam through. Grabs a gun for his efforts. Bomb, though, still not going to be able to exit out through Palace. And unfortunately here for DENDELE, their Anubis may have impressed, but their Mirage has fallen apart at the seams. And in the slow squeeze, 10 seconds that are left in this round, Quesarado keeps eyes on that smoke. Sure, they'll exit out onto the bomb site, but the USP gets the job done. FURIA with a big turnaround here on Mirage, but there will be questions still about their cash. And that is what awaits us after the break.
Yeah, we're already looking forward to Cash. That is one that right at the start of this Maui, you were hoping to get to see it. And well, with, you know, DENDELE being so strong in Anubis, and of course, FURIA being able to...
Just the first map in the series, you go, oh, Molodoy on Cash. I'm excited about seeing that. You know, Yakinder on Cash. Like, this is all... Fallen on Cash. I mean, we've already got the moments to show what they can do. But now that 2 maps have passed and there's a bit of scar tissue and we've seen... That was like the weakest FURIA win, like single-digit loss for their opponent that we've seen in a while. So I'm not expecting great things here. I do think that DENDELE, overall, like pound for pound, have been a better team. Like, they have shown us more good rounds. They made some wrong reads.
Sure.
Yeah, they haven't made huge mistakes, I don't think.
Ooh. And honestly, they've still got some pieces shooting straight map agnostic.
Definitely.
Max
Cash
Core,
be...
Doc, sprinkled in a little bit of Koala last map.
I'm also expecting to see Cash be CT-sided kind of for a while.
Okay. Hearing the pistol. Who put that damn railing in the way? RDN has to fall back empty-handed. They just want to get that bomb over, but Fallen actually has a hesitation here, falls back through A main, and they've got every player for DENDELE on the wrong side of the map again. Fallen, can he get there in time? Because it's Yuri to clear out B site. And Fallen now running for the hills as DENDELE realize the error of their ways.
That's kind of an early peak from Yuri, so it pushes them back. Yeah, that's interesting. Now, Fallen's going to listen to them. They were running a little bit. And now they're just everywhere, but so are the T's.
Man, this is weird, eh? This round got awkward.
But those headshots are paying off.
Oof, Molodoy lands another one. Jumping around, giving the information over to the highway player. Max Core's going to creep up on that info, but he gets swung by Fallen off the bomb plant. So FURIA just kind of pumped the brakes this round. You know, there's a little bit of panic there, and DENDELE running back over to the B site, thinking there's no chance they'd do the double fake. But I love that FURIA kept options open. They look to be rewarded for their patience. But Kafolo's got a defuse kit, so we got to keep an eye on this one. If he were to just run in and smoke that bomb...
got spotted.
Yeah, unfortunate here. He'll just tuck tail, try to get out of here instead. And it'll be FURIA with a T-side pistol victory.
One last kill for the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll have that too.
Kit and smoke are gone. Quesarado dies to the bomb. But it's FURIA to strike first on Cash. A reminder that you can live trade this game on Polymarket.
I think today some millionaires were made. They're called liquid bands.
Ooh. Ooh, MP9s, huh? You know what could fix this? Boost another guy over. What could go wrong? Quesarado sent in to try to trade, but by the time he goes over, he goes, what do you mean there's 3 players mid? They're gone.
Cleared out most everything. The low HP might matter here. But man, I think with the right timing, okay, he's gonna see him, but yeah, he's gonna be a little nervous now. He sees that they all come and clear out A main entirely.
Quesarado and Yuri link up with the mid push. Fallen wants to join them, and I like that B main's also getting taken. Can they claw their way back into this? Again, all that early damage versus Doc and Gafolo. Max Core and Koala synergize to make sure they cut Quesarado down. And this is just going to send what's left of FURIA running in for the bomb plant. Fallen wants to hold the flank. They'll hear that player burning up in heaven. That's a slight distraction as the flash flies through. But now they're in the post plant. They've got the advantage of rifles. But it's that 4 versus 2 numbers game for DENDELE.
Fallen's in a crazy spot. Just calculate the CT smoke. Think about one behind him. But yeah, okay, catches one. Oh.
Catches the vent drop, goes back. Oh, MaxCore turned away. Koala catches the headshot and finds Yuri. So he will sprint down the bomb for the defuse. And we've got DENDELE successful on the force buy with the triple MP9 mid opening.
It was a very, very confusing round. A lot going on. And I mean, a lot of moves that were attempting to be made. But every single time, someone got called out. A reboost in the middle. We had Fallen go into A main to try to sell a little bit of fake, and then 3 players bust in the exact moment that he's leaving and see him. Makes it very hard for FURIA to call around. And I actually like that he was in and out in the open spot, because if they just played doubled up on the sites, they'd probably just have no chance. Oh my goodness. Get a wire on that thing and never lose it again. But at the same time, when he got his first kill, no one cleared him. Guy came out of the vent looking the other way. Another one from CT, not aware of where he is.
Honestly, back-to-back confusing rounds.
Yeah.
Go back to the pistol. That one was wonky too.
Yeah,
so,
true.
You know, Maui's prediction of many rounds for DENDELE, even if FURIA wins.
I mean, if you could predict double digits for DENDELE, you could say they might win.
Sure. Ooh. RDN. Gonna make sure this force buy doesn't work for FURIA. Slams home 3 frags. But you know, Maui State, he's a master of his wording. It's important.
He does go very specific.
Impertinent. Words are important. He's hard to pin down, you know? Follow there to make sure this one is finished off smoothly. 5 up is excellent for DENDELE. That's exactly the kind of answer you're looking for after a couple of wishy-washy back and forths.
Yeah, after 2 confusing rounds.
Nice.
This is a little
nothing
oasis
confusing
in the
about
desert.
that. Nah,
Yeah.
that is straight to the point. Even a chump like me can understand. DENDELE, full control. And now Glock's up for the FURIA squad. So their T-side struggles begin.
I'm kind of showing, I'm hoping that FURIA show us a lot of stuff towards mid. I'm hoping FURIA show us a lot of stuff in general. I think that, you know, for it coming into the map pool, they have set it themselves. They've got a lot of nerds on this team. FURIA historically, regardless of the players, they're always coming up with new ideas on the new maps.
Uh-oh. This is Glocks. You're never going to lose a round versus only Glocks, right? Right, Launders? Tell me. Tell me it's impossible.
I think it's a fine situation.
Oof, you got
just one more headshot.
Doc down to 40. Quesarado picks up the AK. Okay, Gafolo's got the recovery underway, and he'll find the last one as well. So puts FURIA on ice. But considering they had Glocks, look at the health that's left over of DENDELE.
But yeah, apart from this being the first match for them this season, we got a track record of innovation from FURIA historically. Ancient came out. They were coming up with all the new smokes. Vertigo, the FURIA smoke. Inferno, FURIA smoke. They're like the first to it. I'm trying to think what they...
It was never quite like Old Train. That's not their fault.
Yeah.
That's Valve's fault.
Whether it was with Art or with Yakinder and some of their new players, like, they've just always had like a culture of innovation when it comes to just latching on to what's brand new and then just trying to come up with what will, you know, show up in the meta and then found some core pieces of utility that everyone's used.
Being mean, RDN has already surpassed his CT side frag total from his first 2 maps. Round of applause, everybody. CT sides have not been kind.
That's the easy side.
For most. MaxCore here off quad with his first kill of Cash.
Why are you pocket watching RDN?
He's gonna get wrapped around, and yeah, Hail Mary op shots don't connect, so numbers strong FURIA break down the doors on the A site. This one had some tempo behind it. A little gusto. Me gusta. FURIA, take a second.
It's actually DENDELE taking a second to think about if they want to go for this.
Surely not. I feel like they made that mistake back on Mirage at times.
They did, yeah.
Like an attempt at a retake that's just way too late. You got to know when to fold them.
That is less fun, though.
It is. That is true. But the
It's
ultimate...
also less fun to watch people on ecos. So yeah, take the guns into the next round.
I was going to say, it's probably also not very fun to lose.
Terrorists win.
Do what it takes.
Fallen has already made a video showing off some of his nade sets for this map. Sure, we'll get them on display as well. Kinder not having a great time so far. 0-5 start.
And yet still tasked with taking it out middle on his own. So he's happy to find very little resistance offered up. Just
this
free real estate.
These B splits through the vents with mid control, that's sort of like where the money is at. There's flash coming in. Beautiful peek out of Yuri.
Ready to pounce
Now
the
they have
site. The
checkers.
Bolo goes through,
Yeah.
but it's going to get watched. Yakindar's already here, ready on the scene, and a very fast time to kill from the entirety of FURIA this round. DENDELE gets absolutely mogged.
Yeah, Donk's not even here. That was just like a very fundamentally sound B split, mid control, into vents with checkers. But kind of waiting to see that round so far from the teams that have played Cash.
Yeah, that one looked well drilled.
Yeah. Very hard to counter. I think that's like very fun. It's like the peak of this map overall. I like the reverse boost that Donk was doing. That's also one of my favorite plays.
But CTs didn't have that in their pocket, and so it's a swift action from FURIA to take over B. Ooh, good wallbang damage, but that wall absorbs a lot. Those insta-kills from Yuri.
That position known as Snacks. Fun fact, he's never had an iconic play from that spot.
Why do we call it Snacks?
It's the Mandela effect, actually.
Oh.
People tried to search for the round for the reason that everyone called it Snacks, and there just wasn't a round. This was like a Reddit post from like 12 years ago or something. I remember this.
That's cultural impact.
Berenstein Bears.
Doc walking it wide out middle. Picks up Yakindar, but obviously both sides of mid-control. It's so tough for the highway peak to go into that challenge. Oh no. RDN recovers enough vision and denies Fallen on the chase. Well, Fallen signed up for that, but instead it's going to be DENDELE with man advantage off the highway hold. Little awkward here. Koala's repositioning, gives away his spot. Smokes off the angle, but also foregoes checkers at the same breath.
There's no mid lurk on this round. I can play. Okay, boosted up in the spot. They can get layered.
First try. They did it.
Yeah.
And this spot's great now with that pipe.
Yeah. One of the new ways you can play it.
That's true. Not a ton of changes on Cash, but some small adjustments. Gafolo dumping utility at 25 seconds.
Now let's see if they clear it. That'll be fun.
Still a couple of smoke grenades here for FURIA. They're clearly going to full execute with what they've got left, and Koala's position could catch them off guard. Oh, Yuri's able to react quick enough. Gafolo's just going to play the cover. They've got 5 seconds to spare. Gotta push this bomb wide. Molidoy takes over the site. Not give it a chance to plant. Excellence from Gafolo as he denies any real success there to FURIA.
Just took a little bit too much time to get that together. Could have like really slow squeezed the site. They had checkers control and everything, but there was no one stopping them when they were outside B. When Case Dorado was getting into position inside of the vent, it just all took way too long. Down to 12 seconds before they even enter the front door. And considering they cleared that tricky spot,
yep,
and the new spot, and got that kill so quickly, I'm sure they felt like the job was nearly finished. Got a tack pause here for FURIA. And it, by the way, totally makes sense that there'll be growing pains on Cash. I'm just happy to see kind of an interesting game plan at all on T side here. Curious what they do next.
Best round for FURIA is still that well-practiced B split. That one had a pretty electric tempo.
Feels like DENDELE are just a little bit worried about doing too much. And FURIA are really taking their time and are organized in getting a game plan together and just want to see what happens so they can react to it.
They get their pieces out middle with Yakindar at the tip of the spear, but Doc finds the headshot. Good flashbang back. Doesn't give Doc a chance to escape with his life. Now a reposition over towards A main with Bomb.
They're happy to go 1 for 1. Being 4 players up on T side's fine. And oh, they get this extra kill as well. That's massive. Maldo can just stay on this angle forever now.
MaxCore not having as good of an outing on map 3 than the rest of the series. Fallen and Molodoi collect more kills, and this one goes down nice and smooth. FURIA's adjustment off of the one and done back and forth out middle.
I think all it takes is a new map to come into the pool for them to look dialed in.
Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Terrorists win.
Tied game.
That was a bit of a tune.
Banger.
Yeah.
That's the duel that could have been for MaxCore. Both operas waiting for the same smoke to fade, but quicker to the trigger was Molodoi. And he still has to give his op back over to Yakinder.
With this kind of spawn.
Yeah, it's all about that front run.
Oh,
Ooh, but he hesitated for a second as the nades go. Oh, MaxCore. Nice double kill out of him. Happy to thrust the op into the action, denies FURIA their approach. And even as he gets burned back, he's still got that teammate with a FAMAS up in front of him. Ooh. Gnarly little sequence out of MaxCore. Fallen's gonna try to bring it back with his op now, swapping out for Molodoi and keeping the pressure on B. It's gonna draw MaxCore back into the fight, and a bullet whizzes right by him. Still ample time for FURIA to figure this one out, even if it started 3v5.
Gets enough room here for Caserado to become a pest towards Checkers, where there is no pressure back. And unfortunately, I think FURIA have him a little scared. They're playing rotator spots. Yes, we had, you know, Max in a forward aggressive line on that tactic. Oh my goodness, Fallen's got more. The third option for an op on this round, by the way.
Showing him how it's done, but he's also got the bomb, so he's gonna have to move forward alongside this front-running rifle. Oh, MaxCore with another. Blast's fallen out of the round. MaxCore 3 kills deep, under pressure, up close. They just close that gap. They've still got time to go scoop the bomb back up. And RDN working with 78 health versus 2. Bomb planted safe, tucked in on default. His arrival goes unnoticed. He's trying to slip the net.
They have to try to spot, like shoulder it, everything basically. Once they do, then they can swing.
They get him to jump the gun. They'll double swing into him. Yuri with the headshot, and FURIA take a lead. Take a bow, Fallen. That's a 3v5 recovery out of FURIA.
Yeah, big time. Comes down to map control. I feel is basically the main edge right now for FURIA. Like they're giving a lot of respect to getting control of things. It almost was irrelevant that these first 2 kills happened because immediately all the CTs go passive. They give up checkers. They start rotating into mid from all of the most expected positions. And while it's a hard shot, it's still something FURIA are ready for. And ultimately isolating this B duel. There's just more confidence from FURIA in their protocols.
Yes. And in that case, Fallen's individuals, right? Scooping that op up, pushing through the smoke, takes a little nerve. And he is the top performing FURIA player now after that sequence. Nice.
Oh, yeah, you kid there.
The mowdown from downtown. And the Zeus kill? Oh, we get it all. A nice triple kill. And Buffalo zaps Cacerado as the only player for DENDELE to catch a kill this round. By the time he gets the truck with this AK, Fallen's already got him in the bag. So an 11th kill for Fallen, a beautiful 3K mowdown for Yakindar. And that's why you never give up, kids, because Yakindar was 1-9 when he commits to that mowdown. And yes, it's versus pistols that can barely fight back, but it's still a hell of a shot. Never let off the trigger. He didn't make the noise. What the hell? Ooh, Molodoi
same
gets
duel
legged.
again, but yeah.
Doc's gonna hold his nerve out middle, goes back in, Dink's fallen. Who's barely gonna get away with this. No wallbang attempt from Gafolo on the fallback. Koala's gotten away with the corner though.
He might get.
His head is literally on fire, but he's taking no damage.
Wonder if this will be a jump back or not. No chance at a remolly, is there? Where's Yuri at? Freebie there for Max, and Koala wins on the timing. Molodoi was patrolling those angles for so long. But he only moved because his teammate got a kill. That's Max.
Walking it into main, and oh boy.
Oof.
Man, this game's got it all.
Unfortunate.
Cacerado executes Fallen. He's gonna put himself into the clutch off that team kill. 2 kills already to his name, but the CT walking up to clear corners here. MaxCore's playing active.
Just have to watch for that, yep.
USP to the back, and unfortunate here for Cacerado that the team kill doesn't make that any easier. DENDELE trying to tie this game up by the time the first half ends.
Yeah, we don't really know yet, but it feels like the map's going to be, I think, it's going to be usually it's going to be CT-sided at first, regardless of what happens afterwards. My suspicion is FURIA are getting out the hard rounds right now already with 6 of them, so. Definitely really appreciating Max throughout the series now.
He's on the hunt, but he's not going to find his counterpart. That's Molodoi towards A main. MaxCore the one set of eyes towards middle. But they'll deny him his angle, so very well-placed smoke considering they don't know about the positions, but there's nobody back behind that, and Yakindar starting to close the distance towards highway. Oh, they open the smoke at the perfect moment. MaxCore pops that wide, and Yakindar off the flash, goes into it, gives up first blood in round 12.
Doing an excellent job of playing for information.
You hear the vent pop, and this B-split starts to piece together, but Koala's gone unnoticed.
Great spot to play when there's low Molotovs.
Fallen hasn't considered this at all, and Gafolo's gonna offer up the distraction. Koala goes wide, here's the rebuttal back. Bomb scooped up by Molodoi, gets cut down by MaxCore. And so now it's left out wide in the open for a 24 health Yuri to try to clutch out 1v3, blinded at 15 seconds. Dire place to be in if you're Yuri. Tries to predict the duels, but they will indeed claw their way back into this game. It is 6 rounds at the end of the half, tied going into the last half of this best of 3.
Counter-Strike finally came back to London.
So let's go back to check Ivy. Okay, Hunter's still in a strong position, has his cross to the site. Does lose his teammate in the meantime, but they line up, and Hunter redeems 3.
Worried that they're kind of tunnel visioned on breaking through this A-hold. Okay, that's gonna help. Dude, that's a huge kill. Like, Ultimate,
He's not exactly topping the charts. He's not up there alongside Nerds, but that's the two top performers, both felled by this Deagle.
2v5 back for Twist and Nav.
Oh, up close in the smoke. Mattis Deagle continues. And he's going to seal the deal. Huge round from Mattis. What a 4K.
Heavy God awaiting some kind of an action down ramp. He gets what he was looking for, and he takes minimal damage in return. He doubles back to sight. As they're trying to chase down Shiro, he strikes. But Shiro, that is crazy. Looking to emerge around the side of the smoke as Donk is still a couple steps back. And Donk doesn't get the Heavy God kill right away. In fact, Heavy God takes his head off. Man advantage in a clutch.
They're going to double swing the other way.
He makes loud steps. They know they slide right out, and this streak of rounds keeps going. But look at this cat presence coming out of phase. They are tiptoeing closer to an unexpected gunfight for G2. G2 fully focused here on doors. If Frozen draws their attention, the cat swing comes over top. And the bomb carrier's dead. Heavy God's got the trades going. 3 kills on the round.
Oh, that's excellent. Now he's low. Has to be a headshot.
And again, they lock horns and Heavy God rips Rain's head off. Hunter's calling the correct move at 25 seconds. We've got an incendiary down on short side. That's going to make this problematic for Furia.
Has to go.
And then we get this activation out of Sun Pius. Bombs down. Oh, man. Again, it's the multi-frag. Again, it is G2 throwing a wrench into Furia's works.
It's been amazing to be back, London. Thank you for having us. Let's enjoy this 5-map final. This pistol's going to feel like everything.
Oh, okay, never mind. No chance at catching your breath whatsoever. It is immediately out onto this outer yard. Mattis continues to tap players out of this round. Oh, what kill! Hunter and Mulbs within this bomb site versus 3 of 2025's very best.
The old bones of this new lineup.
Hunter waits for the presence. Oh, it's an instant headshot. Seconds. The Kovac blood runs deep. The talent knows no bounds, but with Flamesy from the bottom of the board and a smoke on the bomb, he's gonna just try to stick this. You are denied, and G2 do what no one else could. Not Mouse, not Falcons, G2. Furia tested as Cash went on, and we get a nice little recovery by DENDELE by the end of things. So we still can't separate these two teams, and, well, we've reached it. The final half of the day. Final half of this best of 3 with elimination looming. There's been upsets left, right, and center so far this week, and we could still be watching Furia cut down early here at Bounty, presented by Polymarket.
It is totally possible. We've seen DENDELE definitely play well. I want to say Furia played better that half. The numbers don't lie, though. It's still 6-6. We kind of just have to see what their chops look like when it comes to the attack. We don't know about their cash right now. It's brand new. Everyone's played it at some point.
Once upon a time. What was the stat we dropped yesterday? Donk was like 12 years old the last time it was in the map pool. I wonder if he had ever played it, you know? 6 years, man. 6 years.
Well, he's been playing longer than 6 years, so.
Yeah, fair, yeah.
But yeah, damn, that is a while.
So, shaking off the ring rust.
That's a lot of time to be broke. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But now we got our cash back.
I was convinced by the B split out of Furia. That round was one of the nicest. It just looked like it was practiced, and that's what I liked about it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, hey! DENDELE to the T side.
Spike on that barbed wire.
Furia smoked out of mid-control, got a forego vision and any info that would lie behind it. How well versed will DENDELE look? Into the B side execute, they cut through Checker's control quickly. Flash out from heaven, and they're throwing bodies at the problem. And Yuri's still alive back sight, but not for long. Doc clears that one out. DENDELE on the brink of a lead. If they can finish off a 5v3, Yakindar takes a look towards sight and gets popped in an instant. Fallen's Berettas and Queserado's dualies never get a chance to shoot back.
I mean, they got sunroom utility. They got a lot of pep in their step. They knew exactly what they wanted. They got all the map control they're looking for quickly, and they didn't lose a body. There's a 10 out of 10 pistol round out of DENDELE to kick off the second half. Oh, okay.
No kit.
No kit anywhere?
No kit anywhere. Also no tease anywhere. 10-second defuse, no chance. He knows it. Could have gotten weird though. Koala gonna make sure it's all 5 players up for DENDELE as they will take 1 step into the lead.
Does feel like a big step though, considering it's new territory. Like FURIA come into this half, they probably know, you know, the bare minimum about this team on cash. I don't even know what they would know. It's all going to be assumptions. It's going to be a lot of we try to play our own game. So in terms of confidence in a decider, be worried.
I mean, FURIA was the team that banned Nuke and let cash become the decider, so they better have something in store.
But they already put it on Twitter, so DENDELE knew what they were going to do.
True. Yeah. You just really had to get credit for that util, huh? Or is it all?
Now they know what to do on T side.
You have taught your opponents. You played yourself. As Force Buy stacked up on the right bomb site, so in anticipation of this execute, they've put the pieces in the right place, but it is heavy on the nades.
Oh, yeah, that's an exact.
We've also got a response by FURIA. They put out some of the flames. Queserado's gone unchecked inside of the smoke. Oh, there are guns to grab here by Queserado. Nah, but he bumps into them. They kind of catch wind of it. They emerge with 2 kills, and they're still worried about this backside position because of that headshot smoke, so they're going to let it fade. Keep eyes on Yuri's spot, figure out where he is, and even with all the bodies there, FURIA get nothing.
With the smokes, obviously, it does invite tricky situations where the pistols can get kills. But they also had a lot of utility, which they forced them to respond to, revealed their positions, and they were blocking off their own angles, too. So that's very good to see, though, in terms of what DENDELE could be prepared for on this map. Feels like everybody brought something.
Five rounds from victory in this best of 3, and it's just pistols up for FURIA.
Tournament's on the line.
No Falcons, no Vitality, and potentially no FURIA. I can't believe FaZe Clan are gonna win Bounty.
We're here to watch the FaZe Clan Ho2 Grand Finals.
I can't believe Liquid are gonna win Bounty.
You have to pick one, though.
Nothing to lose in this one, so send it in.
Are they gonna get a kill?
Not by the looks of things.
3 rounds, they gotta get 1 kill.
Nope, nothing. Nada zilch. So that is a ton of cash actually stacked up high. Plus it was SMGs for the majority of those kills. I mean, there's a ton of money here that DENDELE are going to have to fall back on if things go astray, but that's still a big if.
I mean, no deaths is one thing, but it actually also matters the CTs get kills just for the kill reward for their extra piece of util, better guns, more saved after they buy. They have no kits this round?
No kits.
Yeah.
Not one.
They didn't earn them.
Good amount of grenades, though.
No kits on cash. It's a bold move.
We'll see if it works out. And there is confidence in the steps of DENDELE. No hesitation
there.
Right?
Going for mid on the first rifle, too. Brave step. They are halfway up highway. Not in a position necessarily to split, but the CTs are... They have a huge leak here. I mean, there's rotating in through truck, but they're a little late to this. Queserado is going to be aware. Oh,
there we go. He's concerned about it. He wins the duel. A little sloppy there for Doc. It's a kill that could have been DENDELE's.
Dangerous.
Door swing, though, still going to punish. Queserado nabs a second.
He had a bullet.
I believe he needs a reload in the middle of all this, and they're pelting him with utility.
He's running into his
he
grenade.
needs himself?
Oh my goodness, he just jumped into his grenade.
Am I tripping or is he? Molotov and a smoke out of the backside quad player.
I've never seen that before.
Opera gets slammed. MaxCore really wanted to get out of main, but walking through a smoke like that, not expecting Yakindar to have been pressed in so close. Yuri already up and over the box is going to kill Koala. Gafolo's 1v3 denied. Queserado's thanking his lucky stars that they don't lose that round. What was that?
You know what the craziest part about that grenade was? He was throwing it to break the smoke open.
Which would have exposed him if he moves forward.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an insane thing to do.
Taking the damage had nothing to do with it.
He pops open his own smoke and then tries to jump across it.
This is unreal.
Did he think it was a flash? Like, that's the only thing that makes sense, surely.
Why would you need to flash behind a smoke?
I don't know, man. In case they're running through? Why would you underhand a nade and jump into it? These are difficult questions. It's wild times, but it's Molodoy to set up. MaxCore goes down first, or excuse me, it's Fallen. 2 ops on the field.
Why did he do that?
I don't know.
You don't see Queserado make funny plays like that often.
We get an op pick on both sides of the map, so the double op variation here for FURIA is perfect. That's a quick way to put DENDELE on ice.
And no one likes double ops more than Fallen on his teams.
Right.
And Cash is one of those maps where it's great. There's so many walkout kills. The choke points are just so huge, to be honest. Like, there's lots of room to get these kills over top of smokes, boost it up, buy a box. You could perch up on, you know, on the boost box on mid for the entire round and add value. You could come into Cash and hold jail the entire time. Spot quad. It's very hard to hold things once those smokes run out. Plenty of value for those ops to be in place. Like a checkers op, B Heaven op.
Oh, yeah.
A BCT op.
BCT? What's that?
Like CT in B side.
Oh, okay.
From B side. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. It's like
some kind of chemical.
What is that abbreviation, dude? The BCT op. Kindar went 1-9 on T side in opening duels this map.
Wow. Late into the night, B-Trams.
Yeah, B-Trams starts getting feisty, eh? It's a
Keeper
long day for
RDN
B-Trams. It's a long day. He's got an important job, but...
We didn't mention RDN once in his entire match. And B-Trams just drops this damning stat on him like 4 rounds ago.
Feisty.
You got to be careful, man. B-Trams is going to get you.
Put you under the microscope when you're at your worst
yeah.
low. Good time for a timeout here, DENDELE. 1 round still their lead, saved with majority. Again, they had all that money because they weren't dying in the first 3 rounds of the T side. It's not a horrible spot to be, but it's daunting. You know, there's a wealth of experience on FURIA's side. The double op setup is still going to be a problem in this next one.
I think what's good is that so far we've seen DENDELE do like full-fledged execs. That's kind of the antidote for double ops.
Sure.
It's not just going defaults and walking into things.
Yep, good point.
They're just going to have to really rely on it. Last time we had Cash in the map pool, like the late stage new stuff that people were trying to wall smoke mid just to get into vent control, take over checkers. That could be something they try to throw in. They really want to default into a B play.
Oh, that
Man.
was a
crazy peak.
That was really ratty.
Honestly loved it though.
Fallen still got that spring in his step. Double ops remain out here. Double nade for the white box. Molodoy doesn't even move an inch. stoic in his hold. Now the second wave of util. That's going to force him to move.
One, but no one there.
And then they go 2 troops up and over. CT smoke in response in the middle of it, and Molodoy on this angle is just giving a gift. Doc rounds the corner into the scope, and Molodoy opens up with a 5v4 to Furia's favor. Now this lean towards B, but DENDELE are stomping their way over. So no surprise to see the utility as a reaction. More incendiaries as everybody's just dumping their utility belts. We hit 25 seconds. Are they going to try to scramble back a different way? Bomb is out middle with RDN trying to be the leader here. He's going to swing wide. Player top ladder, low health, but still covered off by Molodoy. So walking into their death every single direction. This round fizzles out for DENDELE, and Furia just step up to the resistance.
They kind of played Battleship this round. They threw out the set stuff, which was great to see that they had stuff, but because they used all their utility at once, it didn't come up with a kill. They end up just having to walk peek into their death, and that stuff killed the clock. They had to set up, double boost it up, 3 people ready a grenade into this full exec on mid. No one again to isolate.
Also, the flash didn't blind Molodoy, and the smoke grenade they threw to the top of highway hadn't popped yet.
Yeah.
And they gave away the 5v4. You can tell they practiced
I guess it can be
that,
tempting. Like, you have all this stuff prepared. You want to use it. But there was definitely an innate risk there.
And then after all that time's burned off, you shuffle over to the B site and get met by what? 4 incendiaries? Plus you had stomped the rotation and had no mid control, so tough place to be in. Well, actually you had mid control, but they didn't have the willingness to drop down through vent.
And they were just fine to let you have it as long as you weren't actually going to do anything with it.
Yep. Furia comfortable in the face of DENDELE's preparation last round. So tied game, 9 rounds all. Economy bottoms out for DENDELE, but that's not going to stop them from forcing into this one. They'll buy everything they can around the little that was saved. Kevlar, Utility, Desert Eagles. It's going to have to be MaxCore or Koala to be the hero.
Pretty classic setup across the map for the CT side. Exact coming. Oh, K-Serrano dies on highway.
Big opening. Fallen under pressure here. Trying to get that smoke out, but it's going to be combat opping demanded of Fallen. He'll land the first. There's a bit of a pause here from DENDELE off that op pick. They're waiting for somebody else to step forward. MaxCore trying to play it patient, but he's losing bodies left and right. The bomb, though, is about to walk into a vacant B site, so they've earned that at least.
Fair enough. MaxCore's not going to see anything, but this might give him a free shot.
Misses.
Bomb's getting planted, though, and now they run from the op. They go to the 2 players on B, and they know the heat's coming quickly. Yakinder's going to try to cut off MaxCore.
He's stomping his rotation over. Jump spots Yakindar, so he's going to know about it. This preoccupies Yakindar and MaxCore. Retake's underway. MaxCore gets his. Gafolo from the Deagle. AK yet to still be found. Koala's not fired. He's trying to blindside the highway drop-off, and he will catch Molodoy. Fallen's off, answers, and that wallbang whizzes by. He's gotten his position into the site. Tries to stick this as he snaps the shot over. It's Koala patient with the 2K. It's difficult to come through with that retake with the double op set up from Furia, and so DENDELE with the op pick on A, do the late B execute and sneak a bomb plant through.
At the end of the day, that was just awesome for MaxCore. That was a very difficult job to get out from Squeaky, rotate all the way around. They knew exactly where he was, and he had to enter into that fight with Yakinder at that timing. If he didn't, CTs feel perfectly comfortable taking their time on the retake. Yakinder would have still been a factor. Vent would have been a problem, and they couldn't have played checkers.
Tight wins. DENDELE are leading Furia 7-0 in clutches, won this series.
Nice one.
Molodoy freed up as the solo op this round for Furia.
Happy to take that headshot.
And MaxCore doesn't have his sniper. So good on Molotov to get aggressive like that. You mentioned all the options that you get as an op on this map, and those were just the passive angles. That's a more active move to open up. 5v4 earned. Oh, what?
What?
Does he see something over the top of that?
Forklift, I guess. So
Kindar slides back into quad. He'll drop Kafolo on the entry. You've got 2 rifles here inside of sight. They're gonna burn Kindar out, and now Queserado's position catches the bomb carrier off guard. Flashbangs find their targets. MaxCore, about to swing, decides to go over top instead. Giving an extra second here for Queserado to prep himself.
he doesn't believe they'd even try it. Oh, wow.
Koala goes extra high up. Oh, another headshot. Yuri gets blasted, and Molotov down to 11 health. Koala goes huge. 3 kills in the 2v3 to put them 2 rounds from victory.
My goodness, man. They're earning this one. What a crazy kill to kick off. I mean, well, first of all, I mean, it's actually Molotov. It's a 45, and yes, it is just a spam. 1 bullet through that smoke into forklift.
Why not, bro? Why not?
However you want to put it, man, MaxCore's impact on this series has been tremendous. Two-round game. Wow. Furia saving for the chance to play overtime. Fallen will come in with an M4. And if you thought this was going to be National Liquid Day, DENDELE are hoping to share some of that shine.
Ooh, Yakindar full white, but he goes unnoticed. Koala trades back, aggressive A main play from Fallen, finally pushing the issue through main. But he doesn't fall immediately back. He's tucked in behind the box, and Koala, he's gonna get the duel. Great headshot out of Koala. He is finding impact again, and he turned it up back on Mirage.
Yes.
Even if that was a failure from a team POV, individually, catching his groove as this game has gone on, but look what belongs to Queserado.
I mean, he can take a look at the bomb. Man.
MaxCore's a sitting duck.
If he looks at this, though, yeah, he was looking for someone boosting there. He's been so good, like it's actually nuts.
Oh, that opens it up. He just sprints away as well, drops the fire behind him to cut off Molodoy's chase.
You saw him looking into mid, and he didn't see anybody, but he still thought about it.
I want to see that from his POV, because it's like, at what portion of the boost do you predict the duel? You know, that's a very wide platform.
Yeah.
So for him to come out and catch the kill before Queserado can kill him. And with that, secures a comfortable 12th round for DENDELE. 3 map and match points they'll play, while FURIA go looking for scraps.
Terrorists win.
T's don't overstep, so majority alive. Man, no op either for FURIA. Koala's insta-kill as well as he looks away. Great reaction. I mean, cautious enough on the approach, right? Gave it a bit of a wiggle, spots contact, reacts, and opens up that open road. MaxCore enters this third map as the highest rated player in the series, 1.3 rating, despite that Mirage blowout loss. This is a bounty edition with the most first round bounty claims. 5 and counting. And 3 of the big dogs at this rate. But it ain't over just yet. Boosting up to Shroud. Haven't seen this position used all map long. But is it too late for Tricks?
My question is, will it even be A? I've seen some of their best stuff on this side of the map. They're full execs. It's gotten the most messy towards A, to be honest. Oh
Nice.
my goodness, what a call out. And they've set up their triple grenades from there.
Yep. We've seen DENDELE try to get away with that positioning, and they take a lot of time when they do that setup. So the window's pretty wide to drop bombs on them like that. Oop, that's
oh, right.
That's your teammate.
Okay.
We're getting a little jumpy.
Nothing crazier than Caserado jumping into his own nade.
That's true. We've already seen it all.
That was peak.
For better or for worse. But this round really fizzles out. FURIA take double digits at least. And we've seen these upsets get dangerously close still for the favorite to win. Spirit by the skin of their teeth. In a round where FURIA did not have an op and have already gone for double ops throughout this CT side, you've now given them a chance if they want to take an upgrade.
Counter-terrorists win.
Molodoy now has enough.
That's a quality way to end a round.
Before it even has a chance to get started, really.
Might make DENDELE uncomfortable about setting up in any kind of similar way. Too static early on, in case they get called out.
So first chance to close the series, and they failed to do so. And of course, this boost was never spotted last round, so go ahead and try to get value out of it this time. But Fallen shoots back. And I feel like anytime somebody is confirmed on that position,
what are you doing over there?
You're gonna consider the boost. But we'll see. And like you've mentioned before, we'll see if it even ends up going towards A. Nice grenade bounced off the backboard, drops on Koala for 50.
I mean, bombs back in, man. Hard to tell if they've really made a decision already. I don't think anyone knows. If they have a hard read on this, then maybe they want it, you know?
Smoked off again. These slow burn rounds out of DENDELE allowed for numbers to group up outside of A site, but it's also allowed FURIA to move a third piece over.
They also need the follow through. They've been throwing a lot of great utility and then just like trickling out.
Fizzles out. Things get awkward, and again, this position from Molodoy could be worth its weight in gold.
They might be hyper fixated on just hard clearing him.
Smoke to the cross.
See if they do.
Do they check it? Because they're met by flames, which is going to put crunch on the clock. Molodoy trying to hold his nerve. They exit out, and nobody checks. Molodoy strikes down 3. Finds the headshot on Gafolo. It's a late answer back by MaxCore. And they're going to hold on to the bomb site. Value for FURIA in a position that goes unconsidered.
Ooh, they kind of shrivel up here. The double nades last round.
Is it held? Ooh, he'll hang on to that, but the money is damn near non-existent.
This is great from Molodoy, but they're exiting at 12 seconds with 3 CTs here on the site in all their best spots. So it just took way too long to get that together. They didn't do any work in trying to draw that utility out early, get a kill, get a lurk in place. Sort of went back to what we've seen in some of their earlier rounds. And it's possible they're just getting nervous. You know, super close to the finish line now.
For certain.
Totally reasonable.
You may have wanted to take a swing at FURIA for the upset, but you don't know what it's like to beat FURIA, to put them down. And of course, leave it to Fallen to be the hope of FURIA. You look at the scoreboard for FURIA. It's a sketchy place to be, but Fallen fights on. Molodoy here to support him. And obviously, MaxCore would love to be the hero with that op. They're going to look to go into this B split again. And Quesarado goes for the deep checkers control. It could go unnoticed. Not considering it once again, finding value from these deep positions. Tech9 tries to find the duel now. Opper on the hunt, can't catch it, and it's nothing for the side of DENDELE. MaxCore a little late to the party, and Molodoy out through the vent gets the answer back. His op connects for 2. FURIA find rounds beyond regulation.
Wow, they can finally breathe. Getting into overtime. They've learned a lot about this T side. I don't think DENDELE end that in the spot they'd like to. Looking a little nervy. Going back to some of the stuff that was just a bit over-prepared and not enough, thinking about how do we actually close the round? How do we scale and trade? Which ultimately always come first before any of the util or what's the big strat or anything like that. Might just be over-encumbered with thoughts. Can't focus on the good fundamentals.
Yeah.
They do have it in there, though. We've seen some of the rounds.
See if overtime can wash the pressure away or whether it all starts to sink in, but it feels like they're wearing their frustrations. Quesarado barrel presses Doc. And he's going to have that smoke popped open, so that it's not just the one, but a 5v3 immediately. FURIA not going to let off the pressure. Pushing deep through B main goes Molodoy, securing tons of map control to free up the entirety of his team.
Peekaboo.
Cafolo just another easy victim. These are the hard hitters of DENDELE. 30 seconds in a 2v5 though, and obviously that deep Molodoy angle has freed up so many defenders early on. You just can't buy an opening with all the utility falling on your head. Yeah. Squeezed to the extreme.
Love that.
That's funny.
Oh man, they could kill him after time.
Yeah, they're gonna gun him down with a nade. Fallen finishes it off, and FURIA take back the lead here on Cash.
Feels like they had their chance.
They had 3.
Yeah.
3 map and match points for DENDELE, all dried up.
First one though, they had no choice. The double nade to boost?
Sure.
That was unstoppable.
But you could see them seizing up.
Yeah.
Trying to exit A main at 12 seconds with a player boosted Shroud. Their mid push last round got stuffed. This time they will fight their way through. Wasting no time into the opening duel. It's Quesarado dead. Flashbangs find their targets, but DENDELE just dumping nades here to try to maintain mid control as FURIA go to try and challenge. Molodoy aggressive deep through B main once more. And that's a big kill to drop Koala, but it's a vacant A site. All those nades, all that attention turned towards middle opens the door on A if they don't hesitate.
Yeah, we'll see the walkout. They are going to go for it. Fallen's going to hear some of this utility. They're going to call everyone around for a retake. And they have a lot of utility to retake. A lot of kits as well. I don't think they're exactly uncomfortable with giving up the site right now.
Throwing Yakindar up and over. Where's he decide to go? Doesn't play A main. You'd think MaxCore would have heard that drop, so he's going to be on high alert waiting for this. Is the door open? Gafolo's going to cut Fallen down before he can be a part of the retake. Yeah, door is wide open, so Yekindar blindsides RDN. That's going to free up MaxCore. He's no longer concerned about the A main flank, and they know about Yekindar. So good on DENDELE to maintain control and gives a wallbang back. The same way Molodoy does to him. Won't be able to hang on to the AWP, but we are tied up at 13.
That was just a whole lot better. They kind of feels like they just coalesced everything they had done right in both of their different rounds. They had mid control with the nades over the boost.
It was
with
looser.
The actual mid push at the same time. They didn't have to use all their nades and then not move and hope their nades hit something. They got map control with it. They hit the A site, which they were trying to do earlier, but this time faster. They made it off of contact because it was more in the middle of the round in between smokes. And they drew the rotates because they took the mid control early.
Damn, Fallen. Brave move, but it works. And they don't punish the smoke fallback, so he's looking to get away from this. Player in the squeaky smoke. There's a world where DENDELE decide to just pop out, but interrupted by utility in the process, and Fallen's gonna collect a second kill before they get vision on him. Yuri's got his. Quesarado freed up to get aggressive. Yeah, rock solid. Fallen and Co. throwing bodies at the problem take a 2-1 lead after their CT side of overtime.
I think still, at least they kind of go down swinging in the correct way and not just slowly dying and losing the time at the end. But for FURIA, they're opened up now. They're super confident. I think it just becomes now more telegraphable what DENDELE want to try to do. They've really shown their cards.
It's kind of awesome to see Fallen saving the day right now. You know, to make the difference, to not fall into the category with Falcons and with Vitality.
True.
You stave off this upset because Fallen's 23-15.
Play more cash than any of these kids.
Yep. Just back on the stomping grounds. But it's not over till it's over. Don't celebrate too soon. FURIA with a great defense. Take back to the attack. And Doc has the first kill for DENDELE. Another. Koala just puts the barrel to the back of Yekindar's head. So 5v3 out of the gate. Real chance at tying this game up. The fallback here for Koala with the flash, but it's Gafolo to help out. And Fallen was meant to go hunting, instead dies empty-handed. It's left on the Fangs.
Yeah, the flash really did nothing.
Still very separated at the moment. Quesarado operating on his own, hoping Yuri gets here in time. Just missed the chance at catching MaxCore. But he still finds RDN. That's a dink on Quesarado. There we go. MaxCore strikes down Yuri. 13 health left to go in a 1v4. I don't think so. Game tied again. This is still winnable for DENDELE.
Totally. I mean, they got through T side. Yep. You know, they got around.
The attack just didn't really suit them. It felt a little too prepared, you know, a little too stiff.
Like, FURIA's T side's good, but they only got 6 rounds on it as well. So it's not like it's they're going to be hot shots all of a sudden either. Everyone's just figuring it out here. We're on cash.
Double op setup instantly here for DENDELE. I can't remember if they pulled this out in regulation.
They did not.
Try to give FURIA a taste of their own medicine. And MaxCore opens up with the first one again. They were trusting that Molotov, but he goes back in for a second.
He knew he was going to get burned again.
Yep. Still decides it's worth it. And they don't know about a second top. Why would they be prepared for this? RDN hits his, 4v2 secured, and DENDELE may have just given themselves another chance to close this series. All that talk about Fallen saving the day, but it's never over till it's over.
9Z ever need a new opper, 2 Maxes on one team would be fantastic.
Max to the core.
That was a crazy thing to do at a moment like this, and he put up.
And you could feel him trying to kind of get that game going on the attack,
Yeah,
right?
he just knew he'd get the chance for the shot.
But he was kind of stifled by the T side. Flowing as he hits the defense once more. This double op setup ends up being perfect. All 5 kills via double op setup, and they wait until overtime to do it.
They might be in cruise control here. I don't even know what Furia's move is going to be. They'll have to earn themselves another overtime.
What?
1 HP before he gets that kill and dies to the molly.
Furia find themselves on death's doorstep at the Bounty, facing their 4th match point, but the first on a CT side for DENDELE. And for that reason, their confidence should be slightly higher. That double op setup still a feature. Will Furia adapt to it fast enough? Molodoi walking straight into a mid-duel.
Oh, he hasn't seen that.
Doesn't
so
get the clip
close.
off. RDN trying to punish, and sure enough, beautiful setup. It's another opening move from DENDELE that you wouldn't expect.
Yeah.
They pop open the A main smoke, they've got the 5v4.
And it's Furia who came out looking for tactics and to counter them as well.
Furia's tournament life on a knife's edge.
He's playing in front of Squeaky. This is crazy.
Oh, that's big though. Yakindar, he's not going to get to the second. Gafolo's got a chance to exit. Blindsided by that Squeaky wraparound here from K Serrato. Doc's already on the scene as the smoke goes up on Cross. Max Core's been smoked off, and Doc tries to slide in. He jumps on Molodoi. Fire at his feet. Barely takes damage. They've got all the utility in the world. K Serrato and Yuri trying to get off of the bomb site. Bomb planted, open for them. Koala, late arrival, and it all falls on K Serrato's answer, but there he is. Max Core finds it. DENDELE eliminate Furia. No Vitality, no Falcons, no Furia.
Insane to think that we have had upset after upset delivered to